G'day, Trev, back in the studio. Hello, everyone. Here we are at Barmera, where we get all the weather down here. We get summer, winter, autumn, spring, and Barmera.
You've been waiting to use that one all week, haven't you?
Which is, but hey, the ground's in pretty good nick. Not sure where they're going to put a cricket pitch here, Lockie, without the drop-in you suggested they should go for. But anyway, that's another season. Today we're here for football. We're here for the wind is favouring would we say the bowling club end, sort of straight down the ground today. Normally we get a cross breeze here off the lake, but that'll come later in the day.
Yeah, the Cobby Doctor will be in a little bit later today, or maybe the Overland Corner Doctor, depending on which way we look this afternoon. It is Riverland Football League action for the Riverland Motor Group. Both teams on the field as we speak. Let's talk about last week. The Berri Demons got their first win for the year. They're up against the ladder leaders, Barmera Monash, who until last week were on a 11 game winning streak. 11. It's round 13 today.
It's 1, so 10 and 1. 12 games, 13th today.
Oh, true. Good stuff.
It's all right, mate.
10 game winning streak. And, look, and a couple of big outs still out of this Barmera Monash side. So, the Berri Demons, quite rightly, would go into this game with a bit of confidence. Yeah, and a bit of and coming off a win, which is something they haven't done for nearly 2 years. So, come into the game, reset last week with a win, I think, Berri, and they come here today with plenty of enthusiasm, plenty of spring in their step. Got the full week to get over their celebrations from last Saturday night, Lockie. Yeah, absolutely, and no doubt they did celebrate, and good on them. You know, they're a young side. They've been battling for a while, and I only spoke to someone this morning. A couple of lads in that Berri side would have played a lot of games without winning a senior game of footy. So hats off to those lads. Yeah, a couple of good ins too for the Demons. Safralides back in after a holiday in Bali, I believe. Not sure what you're doing back here, Saf. It's nice and warm over there. And Hugo Krieger in today. Neither of those guys in the winning lineup last week. Boyd Reid Fletcher out. And also another young gun, I think possibly making his debut, number 28, Cohen Robertson. For Barmera Monash, I noticed coach Fraser Sampson still in civvies down on the bench. So he's having another week off. Also out of the lineup, Mason Middleton. But I noticed Jack Austin back in and Aidan Scordo coming in as a late change in place of Middleton. And, look, that probably evens the big man department up a little bit here. But, look, I'm looking forward to Berri with a bit of confidence in their run game we saw last week with particularly players like Moroney. He just set of the light running through lines from the middle. If he can continue on, and Kruger and Minchella hit the scoreboard, so if they can start well like they did against Loxton North last week with the first 3 goals, we might have a game on our hands. Absolutely, and looking forward to that. It is the Fisher Cup, as we said, and it's the longest official cup between any two sides in Riverland Football League history. At the moment, about 20 years ago is when it got underway, which is great to see. Since then, we've had the Proud Cup between Loxton North and the Gil-Lehman between Waikerie and Renmark. But fantastic here at the Lakeside this afternoon. Already seen some good games of footy in the under-18s and the reserves. And the reserves was a spirited contest, Lockie. I mean, Berri didn't kick a goal, but it was if you didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd be hard-pressed to think that they were end up losing by 5 or 6 goals, because it was only in the last junk time in the last quarter that Barmera piled a couple on, going towards the bowling club end with the breeze. And Berri had their chances in the third quarter, but couldn't put it through the big white ones. Certainly did. Quickly, let's just go around the grounds. So we've got 2 games other than this one on today. We do have a game at Waikerie between the Waikerie Magpies and the Loxton Tigers, and at Loxton North, it's the Panthers hosting the Renmark Rovers. So the Panthers on their last mathematical opportunity to make the finals, you're thinking? Well, technically next week would be, but yeah, okay. If they want to get there, they're going to have a good win today. So hope lives on for the Panthers, but I'm thinking Renmark will come there, and after a pretty tough contest against Waikerie at home last week, they'll come there looking to start to build for finals. Down at the Waikerie Oval, you'd say the in-form Loxton Tigers, after knocking off topside Barmera last week, go all the way to Waikerie. And look, if they're the real deal, they will give Waikerie a run. Barmera winning the toss here and kicking towards the bowling club end with the breeze. Always kick with the breeze, as they say. We have seen a couple of sides in the past that have decided to try and finish with the breeze, but Nobby, as you pointed out, these unpredictable weather conditions, that breeze can shift at any point, so take the win while you've got it. It's a bit like cricket, Lockie. Win the toss,
and think about bowling, but always bat. Because runs on the board. And I think that's a bit the same here today. I mean, you kick 3 or 4 with the breeze in the first quarter, and, you can pretty much put the game to rest. Although in saying that, if Berri come out with the run we saw last week in that first half from them and run the ball into the breeze, they've got the legs and they've got the young fellas to do it. I mean, the game's set up for them, but be interested to see what happens. I see Fraser Sampson down in front of us about to head out and talk to his charges before the first bounce. He seems to be moving all right, but he's got the long duds on, so you can't see if he's strapped or anything. But he had he wore headgear the last couple of times we saw him with a cut in the chin.
Yeah. He, from what I'm hearing, will be back in the side next week. For the Berri Demons, it's been a big year in a sense that they got their first win for a couple of years last week. If they were to win 2 games for the year, and the Fisher Cup being one of them, you'd put that down as a success, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. I think the fact they got on the board last week, that in itself is a massive plus. If they can back that up with another good display today, and if you win, well, that's grand. But if they don't, and just come out and play with confidence and move the ball like we saw them move, and Barmera Oval's perfect for this young Demons side, plenty of space, and with a day like today with lots of wind, it's not necessarily going to favour the big man taking marks around the ground. So I think the conditions are made for the Demons today.
It could be. A little bit of breeze around the place. We've spoken about it. Currently running it to favouring the bowling club end. That is the final minute warning. And we are about to get underway. Looks like Jack Austin's going to do the ruck work early for the Barmera Monash Roos, and looks like young Hunyadi's going to be doing it for the Berri Demons.
Yeah, Jack Austin will have to carry the rucks in Middleton's absence today for Barmera Monash, and probably looking forward to the opportunity, and I think that's Fraser Sampson's probably his tilt at this, is an opportunity to give some of the fringe players a bit more of a hit out before the final.
Well, there it is, siren sounds, and we are underway. Round 13, Riverland Football League action. Ball up in the middle. Hunyadi got the first tap there for the Demons. Loose footy. It was Drugamola that tried to run on it. Now it's Whitbourne. And through Spilios, takes the ball to the town wing. And the Barmera Monash Roos are on for the first inside 50. Ball hits the deck. No one able to take a mark. Still alive. And I think we'll get our first ball up of the day.
I guess the other out I didn't mention for Barmera Monash is of course, Beach. Jono Beach not playing today. So there's probably their main goal avenue.
Yeah, certainly leading the goal scoring so far, and it looks like the Barmera Monash Roos through Aidan Scordo take that one over the boundary line. We'll go again.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how some of their small forwards go in Watke and Wesley and co up in the forward lines.
Ball back in now, Nobby Norton. Still in Barmera Monash's attacking 50. Berri trying to work this one over the line, but Barmera Monash bring it back inboard. Can Bonnie get underneath it? He can't. It goes through for a minor score.
First score on the board. Barmera Monash 1 point. Berri yet to score. Ball about to come in. Rosenzweig doing the kick-in duties like he did last week.
Absolutely. 5RM Murray Pioneers best on ground last week, Nobby Norton. Takes the kick in, brings it in, finds Isaac Woolston in the back pocket. Small kick over the top. Manages to hit the target in Evan Penaluna.
Had a great game last week, the Berri skipper.
Yeah, mark of the day, no less. Very good in defence. Kick down the line to a contest. They all flew up.
Whoa, there we go. There's our opening mark of the day from Regan Kruger from Berri.
Yeah, great mark of the day from Regan Kruger. Kicks down the line, and this is going dangerously close to the boundary, but no, good mark. The 47 of Jordan Marr. Demons now go to centre half forward. Can someone get underneath this for a mark? They can, but it's the Barmera Monash Roos that do, and that is Fraser Douglas.
Couple of good touches early from Douglas.
And Nobby, he's taken the footy to the town wing.
Yes, he has. Don't know why he's out there. Back in the middle, finds Spilius in the centre of the ground. Looks up. Wilson standing the mark. Not sure where to go. Berri started off this game pretty well and used the ball quite well. Spilius drives it forward, but cut out this time by Berri Dion Brower at half-back.
Yeah, good mark for the Demons. Pretty composure early. Brings it inboard. Oh, it's a hot footy. It's hit the deck. Can someone get underneath it? Barmera Monash try to, and Jack Albrecht's going to get a free kick here, Nobby Norton.
Yeah, he sort of ducked into it, but the tackle was high. Handball out wide, comes out to Douglas again, picking up many touches in this first quarter, but not necessarily using them. That ball goes through the pack, into the hands of Spilos, onto his left leg, but the 1% of the smother carried out by Dion Brower, and that'll be a boundary throw in the forward pocket.
Fiver in football for the Riverland Motor Group. GT Sportage diesel in stock for immediate delivery. Check it out. Riverland Kia, East Terrace, Loxton.
Got a new one of them home in the garage at the moment.
Wheels editor, are we? Doing some test drives. Ball in. We'll go have another one here, Nobby.
No, Mrs. Norton took delivery yesterday of one of those and is quite happy with it. Took me for a drive this morning. Ball in the forward pocket for Barmera Monash. In it goes. In go the rucks. Austin with his hand to it. Out of the pack came Matthew Wilden, but the ball going out of bounds off the kick, and that will be a free kick to Berri to be taken in the back pocket by Daniel Greer.
This is Fiver in football for the Riverland Motor Group. Ball still just coming back to the boundary line. That breeze not increasing too much in this first 4 minutes, Nobby.
No, Berri starting off very well, handling the ball well and sharing around.
Ball back up to centre half back, but it's the Spilios of the Barmera Monash Ruse that has the mark, and he's going to bring it back into the attacking 50. Hesitated with the kick, but sold the dummy, unable to mark it. Ball still in. Barmera Monash's attacking 50, and the other pocket. Very working hard. They'll get this one over the line, and they got out of that one.
Do you know, it was surprising from Spilius there, Lockie, because he looked to square the ball up, which is the right thing to do on a fine day, but I reckon he wouldn't have been far off making the distance from there with the breeze behind him.
It would have been worth a shot, you would have thought. Ball in, still in Barmera's attacking 50. Over the back it goes. And we're just going to get a bit of a rugby union type scrummage here. And Jamison Whitbourne tried to drive that one through, but another ball up.
He did, so it'll be a touchback, is it? He made a few yards. Up goes the ruckman together. This time Berri getting their hands on it first. Nice bit of body work there by Wilson, opening the ground up there for Rosenswide, but no one able to come out of that pack with the ball. The umpire will ball it up again, 40 metres out from the Barmera Monash goals at the bowling club end.
Barmera with all the ball in there, attacking 50 so far, Nobby.
Yep, nice hit out there. Couldn't quite clear it. Rosenswide with the handball from Berri. Gets it to Woolston, but he can't get clear of the pack. In again, Rosenswide, but the ball comes out to a Barmera player, shoots it across towards Spilios, but he's 3-1 outnumbered. Out comes the ball, can't get quite clear. Nice work there by Rory Moran. He gets the handball out, and they shoot the ball wide. They're trying to get it out to their runners, but they can't get clear of the Barmera defence. Justin Bonney looks up, centres the ball, and Whitbourne couldn't quite pull that one in, but out comes Spilios again, another touch from him. Opened the game really well to Austin. Austin looks across half forward, but overshoots Butterworth. There's a loose ball into the Barmera forward lines.
Yeah, that's Douglas who tried to run onto it. There's Ruse everywhere, and now it's Butterworth. Had a bit of time, got a handball out. Kick to the goals. Drifted wide.
See, that made it well and truly from the 50 metres, so that's another point. Barmera Monash 2 points, leading Berri yet to score. A pretty good start by the Demons. They're really competitive around the football and using the ball well.
I reckon that was Drugamulla with that kick on goal.
Here we go. A bit of tossing the ball around from Berri, but they look up and finds Shea Hawkins in the back pocket. Takes the mark for Berri, looks up. Not many options are all covered by the Barmera players. And they're taking their time, Berri, which is good. Not flustered.
Up to half-back, punch forward, back into Barmera. Monash is attacking 50. Ben Drugamulla, can he run onto this? He can. Kicks, minor score.
Yeah, right foot check side, left foot might have been better. But, look, they look dangerous, but points aren't going to do the job here. Rosenswide to bring the ball back in for Berri. Comes out into this dead pocket in front of the club rooms again. Looking wide, has players here. Kruger already taken what I think's the mark of the day so far. Couldn't get up for it. Very, very competitive. Hawkins comes out of the pack, sticks it onto his boot, and handled after he got rid of the ball. That'll be down the... No, the boundary ump has called that one out of bounds for a throw-in right here in front of us on the centre wing, lakeside.
This is Fiver in football for the Riverland Motor Group. A ball in. Still Jack Austin in the ruck for the Roos. It didn't quite make the ruckman. The wind took it wide. Now Ben Drugamulla back to Austin. Now it's a hot footy in the middle. Can Justin Bonney run onto it? He couldn't quite. Loose footy again. Drugamulla at it. Third effort. but it's the Demons that go on the rebound. They take it lakeside, bounces back in like a wrongin, rather. Socket off the deck, finds Butterworth for Barmera Monash in the middle.
What a kick.
Low kick, finds Spilios at half forward.
He started the game very well, Spilios. Probably his fourth kick already. Looked up, dangerous, goes through the pack to...
that was Freeman.
Jordan Freeman, who puts the first goal on the board with a sort of helicopter left footer out of the pack, but it went straight through.
Almost in slow motion.
Yeah. Looked around, he was trying to give it off, and he realised there was no one to give it to, and Jordan Freeman's kicked the first goal of the game, which takes Barmera Monash to 1 goal, 8 points, leading Berri is yet to score, and we are sort of 10 minutes into the first quarter and only 1 goal. I think probably a pretty good start by Berri.
To hold on to that, I was going to ask you just before, this breeze, how many goals worth do you think it might be?
I think it's a 4-goal breeze at the very least in the A-grade footy. We've seen how hard it has been for Berri to clear defence when the ball was trapped in. So I think that's the issue, trying to get it out of there. They're going to have to introduce some run. Ball back into the middle.
It is. Ruckman go at it. It was Austin that got a little tap on it, but the Berri rather get a kick away. It's drifting to the boundary line, and it will be a ball in lakeside.
This is where the rule for the last disposal, regardless of whether it's out in the full or not, is going to hurt on a windy day like today, because you can't just thump the ball forward and play distance unless there's someone there. Barmera bring it back in, but Barmera player slipping down. It was intended for Jamison Whitbourne, but he slipped, and the ball was taken by... I haven't got number 17.
Hawkins now back in board. That's Mitch Folds doing a bit of zigzag work here.
Yeah, this is good play by Berri, keeping the ball away from the Roos.
Yeah, back to Hawkins, probably Berri's best so far, you would have thought.
Yeah, opened the game very well.
Kicks into the attacking 50, over the back. This is where the Demons are dangerous. Can they run onto it? That's Minchella.
He's goaled it.
Oh, and that's an early contender for the Berri Betta goal of the day.
Yeah, Minchella started off exactly like he did last week. He kicked 2 goals in the first quarter last week, lucky for Berri, when they got that good start against Loxton North. And that is a very important goal going towards the Caravan Park end, or the Lake Club end. And look, I reckon that we didn't see any goals in the second scored that end.
No, and that, as you said, goals against the breeze early could be crucial. They trail by 3, the Berri Demons, but we saw this last week. The kick into the 50 needs to go over the back of the contest
and
for Berri to be dangerous.
And he was reading the back of the pack well. That was where are we? Labastida, who got that ball forward. He's having quite an effect in around the footy. Up it goes again. This time, Andre Hunyadi.
But back to the middle it goes. Just watching Berri now try to work this one through. Now we've got the Barmera Monash Roos trying to work this one out.
Yep. This time Matthew Wilden up on the ball driving it forward, but cut out by Rosenzweig. Shoots the handball out the back play. That one going to Daniel Greer, who looks up and finds Shea Hawkins on this wing. Couldn't quite reel it in. He started this game in very good form. Ball comes out, this time to Wellington. Can't use it. Handball's back in. It's a throw. And Berri will take the free kick.
Yeah, Berri now still in their defensive 50. What are they going to do? They're going to go the switch. They can be dangerous on a day like today. They do.
Ooh.
It's a dangerous kick, but it's managed to find a Berri player.
Dion Brower out there on the Townside half-back flank.
What's he going to do? Looks up, trying to call for an option. That's a fair kick into the breeze. The Wind's Carrot got underneath it. There's a few more Roos than Demons, though. And the Roos, Spilios, he was tackled but managed to get a handball away. Justin Bonney still on the town wing. Kicks up to half forward. Couple of handballs back in board. The Roos are looking dangerous. Jake Smith, kick on goal. What's the umpire going to say? Minor score.
1 goal, 10 points. Barmera Monash leading Berri 1 goal, 6 points. Only a 4-point lead with the use of the breeze. Not enough, Lockie.
Yeah, 1-4-10 leading the Berri Demons. Just the 1 goal so far today. What are we at? 12 minutes gone. First quarter. Riverland footy on 5RM for the Riverland Motor Group.
Great start by the Demons. Rosenzweig bringing the ball back into play from that point. Comes a club room side, but all Barmera players there. But Berri, numbers on the ground. Ball comes out. Shoots out. Taken back by Berri. Series of handballs. Ball comes clear to Regan Kruger, who started off pretty well. Through goes Mitch Folds. Can't quite get a handle on it. But sort of Berri playing the rugby style with numbers. Ball comes out to Kruger again. He shoots it forward to half forward to Moroney, who was an absolute live wire last week. That'll be a ball up on the half forward flank for Berri.
Yeah, Jack Albrecht with the tackle on Moroney without the footy. I thought that may have been paid, but he must have had enough of it for umpire to say no, not on.
Umpire not prepared to insert himself, rather let it go.
The Roos trying to get the clearance here, but it's Berri through unconventional footballer working this forward. And now it's still managing to go forward into the attacking 50. It's found space. This is where the Demons can be dangerous. The Roos are going to need a quick pickup, but it's the Demons that get the pickup. Can we see a goal?
Yes, we can.
Regan Kruger. Oh.
He could have dished that off too. He had a player out the back, but backed himself in, kicked the goal. That was really good play then from Jordan Marr. Put the body in, cleared the space, got hold of the ball, and shot the handball out to Kruger, who ran in towards goal, snapped it on the left foot, and kicked a great goal.
I love it. The Demons have hit the front, and there's one thing great about the Berri Demons. Every goal is exciting.
Absolutely.
There's no set shot straight in front. It doesn't unconventional football. I like it.
They've sort of started off today like they started last week against Loxton North, with plenty of confidence, moving the ball quickly, and can I call them the mosquito fleet?
Oh, we've called them all year.
When that ball hits the deck, they're pretty lively. And they're playing a good brand of footy. They're pushing it out in lines and running behind it. They're getting numbers to the ball.
If anything, the more wild the kick into the 50, the more chance Berri have got at scoring.
Chaos ball.
Yeah.
Moroney back into the middle. Moroney back into the middle, gets the ball handballs, but it comes out to Douglas. Fraser Douglas on the wing, shoots it up and picks out Aiden Scordo. Started pretty well for a late inclusion.
Got the call up this morning. Kick over the top, manages to find Freeman. Freeman had to hurry up, otherwise he was going to get tackled. Finds Jake Smith in the 50. Out to Dragamala. Handball out to Fraser Douglas, wide in the pocket. That's going to miss the lot, and it's been picked up by Rory Moroney in the back pocket, who brings it back inboard. That's a dangerous kick. Not marked by Freeman from the Roos. Still loose. Mitch Folds dives on it. Drifting towards the goals. Has that hit the post? That did. And that'll be a ball in.
Do you know, the interesting thing about this young Berri side is they just flirt all convention. Moroney centres the ball from the back pocket into the most dangerous area and doesn't really care. I thought he might have backed himself in to run it out of there, but because they got the leg speed. But, hey, they're having a go.
I like it. Demons are confident. And with the weather conditions not ideal, all of these factors are playing into Berri's hands.
It's high-risk football, but but the rewards come with it when you get up your end.
Ball in didn't go too far, and we'll have a ball up this time. 15 and a half minutes gone, first quarter. Riverland footy on 5RM for the Riverland Motor Group.
10 metres out from the Barmera Monash goals, ball up. Berri in over the top of it, stacks on the mill. The umpire says, I'll have that, and we'll go again, fellas.
Yeah, that wind not easing, still favouring the Bowls Club end here at Lakeside this afternoon. Ruck still in Barmera Monash's forward pocket. And
third ball up, what happens next, Lockie?
Play on. It's in a dangerous spot.
You've got to be careful with your tackles here, because the ump's looking to get it out of the area.
It was Butterworth that got underneath it, but he was wrapped up quickly. Now the Demons, look at this. Minchella, handball out. I tell you what, this is looking much better than a team that's only won one game for the year. Yeah,
it's their pace that's the difference at the moment. They're moving the ball quickly and running. Can they do it all day?
Rebound up to half forward for the Roos. Butterworth, he was tackled but got a kick away. Didn't go 10 metres. Demons are on it.
That's the other part of the Demons game that they brought last week, was their pressure on the ball and their tackling.
Yeah, big factor last week. Ball up it is. Couple of wild soccer kicks, couple of handballs. The Roos bring it into their attacking 50, but a great defensive mark from Mitch Folds.
Yeah, Folds, second bite of the cherry, looks across the ground. Shoots it out towards Daniel Greer, who started off the game pretty well. Chips it over to Rosenzweig, who looks up, bit of time, looking for someone, drives it down the wing, but only Barmera players here, and a mark taken by Jamison Whitbourne at the front half of the 50-metre square, going forward to the bowling club end.
Telling him to go deep, drives it long. Freeman the target, he flew up, but went over the back. The Demons know how to play this too well.
Yeah, Cohen Robertson, I think the debutant, Lockie, is where I'm going with that. Definitely a young charger. Got to the ball first and scuttled it over the boundary line. That'll be a boundary throw in the forward pocket for Barmera. Scoreboard side.
The hoops order, a young charger. Ball in it is. Barmera Monash get a couple of hands on it, but so do Berri. And Woolston drives that one out to the top of the defensive 50 arc. Barmera Monash through Druggamullah. He was tackled.
Gee, I reckon that was holding the ball. He put his hand up to fend off the tackle and then lost the footy, and now he's received one for hanging on too long after the ball came out. Not sure if that's where I'd have gone with it, but I'm up here, not out there in green.
So he's going to have a shot on goal. He'll be kicking from the top of the 50, 45-degree angle with a bit of breeze.
Spilios was about the same spot and looked to send it off across ground. I reckon that Druggan will have no trouble here with the distance.
Ball's on the way. It's going to drop short. No one underneath it. A soccer from Douglas, I believe that was, but it didn't go too far. And now Berri over the boundary line. You know what, the Demons doing all right here. Oh, bring back in quickly it is.
That was off a Berri player's boot. The free kick went to Barmera, but before the central ump could work it out, it was played on, and the kick was shot into Matthew Watke. He's taken a mark 20 metres out, 45-degree angle, town side. Breeze right behind him. This should not be a problem for this young fella. He's a sharpshooter.
Watke now. Ball's on the way.
No.
He hasn't factored in the Cobby Doctor.
1 goal, 5 Barmera Monash, trailing Berri 2 goals, 12 points by 1 point.
This is 5RM football for the Riverland Motor Group. Booking for a service today. Factory-trained technicians.
Adam Langford brings the ball back in and finds his teammate on the back flank. This time they go down the attacking side. Greer again. He's had a great first quarter in the back lines for the D's.
And Demons now still on half-back. Holding the ball it is, and they're going to get the free kick.
Free kick to Brow, who's also started off the game pretty well in the back lines for the Demons.
One of Berry's best last week. Has his kick. It's got a bit of height to it. Get under that. Good luck. No one could. Justin Bonney gets it out to Spilios off the deck. Brings it back into Butterworth. Butterworth back to Spilios.
Tackling pressure's been great here from Berri. The ball comes out wide.
Douglas unable to mark it. He was tackled without it just, but they got away with it, and the Demons managed to rake this one up. Labastia back inside, and the Demons are on to half forward, and that's as far as it's going to go.
Yeah, they were looking for that chaos ball, but Barmera already had extras behind the ball. Ball coming out wide, that's Butterworth, isn't it, on the half-back flank, working hard in defence?
Yeah, it was Spilios that passed it to him as well.
He's had a cracking first quarter as well. Makes himself available in the middle, but Butterworth decides to come down the wing.
Wellington, the target, went over the back. Roy Moroney was trying to claim the mark. Play on's the call. Chris Bonney up to half forward, over the top of Freeman. Langford for the Demons tries to dive on it. Does the handball, trying to get it out. We'll get a ball up.
Commitment from the Berri player there, the defender, Penaluna, who went through, made sure he took the player out with him in the spoiling attempt. And look, that's been consistently paid here today by the ump. So,
ball up, back inside to Whitbourne, over the top of Watke. Druggamullah couldn't get under it as well. Penaluna went to backtrack, hit the deck. 25 out from the Barmera Monash goal.
Look, the commitment by the Demons when that loose ball hits the deck is nothing short of what it was last week. Last week they were playing for their first win like it was a grand final. Today they brought the same effort.
Absolutely. Ball up, 25 out from Barmera Monash goal. Trying to work this one forward. There's Watke. He went to ground, dived on it. It's eking closer to the goals.
With only 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left in the quarter of playing time, if Berri can hang on and perhaps go to quarter time, if not in front, at least in touch, you'd say they'd have a successful first quarter. Ball up again, but that will be balled up again at the top of the goal square for Barmera Monash Bowling Club end.
Yeah, just short of 22 minutes gone. First quarter, Riverland footy on 5RM.
Ball taken out of the ruck there by Penaluna. He shot the handball across. Out it comes to Folds at half-back, looks up. Out to Hawkins. He's changed wings, going really good. Labatista in the middle, takes the mark, shoots the handball out. Through goes Patrick Minchella, I reckon, up having a run up, but he turns it over to half-back. Barmera got the ball. Once again, they're bringing it back.
There's Bonney.
There's good the tackle. What a great tackle there by Minchella. Play on, play to advantage. Through goes Kruger, takes a bounce, looks up, shoots it out wide. There's a chaos ball, but straight to a Barmera Monash. I reckon that's Justin Bonney in defence. It is. and he relieves pressure out towards the town side, but Shea Hawkins got across there.
The Demons are hungry. He went to the deck. What's the umpire going to say?
All mine. The ump says, and I'll ball this one up.
I like it. 70 out from Berri's goal, kicking into the breeze. Just short of 23 minutes gone.
Inside the last minute of game time for this quarter. So you'd think Berri are perhaps going to go in with the lead at quarter time, which is not something you would have predicted with them going against the breeze.
That's why we do Game of the Day, we do Game of the Day.
I'm thinking we might have to follow Berri a bit more. They're giving us a bit of a run for our money, aren't they, and our listeners?
I like it. It's given the 2024 season a nice little final chapter.
Yeah, absolutely.
The home and away season, that is.
Too true.
Ball spills over the boundary line, still 70 out from Berri's goal. We're getting closer to quarter time.
Marvellous what a win and a bit of confidence will do for a young side, isn't it?
Love it. This is 5RM football. A ball in, Nobby. Who's going to take this one? Umpire says...
Throw it in again.
Do that one again. Going straight into the breeze.
Yeah.
A tough ask for boundary umpires on a day like today.
They should be able to kick it in, shouldn't they?
Ball in.
There we go. First quarter time. Berri leading this game. 2 goals straight, 12 points to Barmera Monash. 1 goal, 5-11, a 1-point lead to the Berri Demons at quarter time.
Love it. This is 5RM football. We will go around the grounds with Trevor Scott in the Connectus 5RM Sideline View studio. Trevor Scott, what have you got?
before we go back to Lakeside, where it's a little bit breezy. It's a bit breezy at Waikerie as well, and Waikerie are currently leading at quarter time, 4-2-26 to Loxton's 1-5-11. Haven't had a score come through from Windy Hill at Loxton North yet, but we will pass it on as soon as it does come. And I do have BSR and Wonka score, and it's not good for Wonka. BSR currently 2-5 to Wonka, no score. Lachlan Whittle.
Thank you, Trevor Scott. Yes, out on the hallowed turf of the Lakeside Oval as we speak. I'm speaking a bit quiet because I'm near the coach's huddle. Nobby Norton, it's been a good quarter.
It has, Lockie, and looks almost summertime this quarter, is it? You got the sun out, nearly got the sunscreen on the nose.
Well, I'm just about to find out a couple of number changes for us, and I'm also just taking a bit of a listen as to what's going on. And Barmera and Monash do their typical group-type coach's address where they go in their areas and have their little chat. Then they have the main one. The message from Fraser Sampson, Barmera and Monash coach, was just to slow it down a little bit and get a little bit of control of possession. Yeah, Berri was what we were thinking, Nobby. Just keep going hard.
Yeah, and chaos is their best weapon at the moment. You know, if they can keep Barmera unsettled and make it a contest game, which is unusual because remember last year's grand final, Barmera overcame Renmark on contest. So they're going to have to answer that challenge and up their game around the footy.
Absolutely, they sure will. I'll just get a bit of just some investigations here, Nobby, and find out what this number change might be for us. Otherwise, this next quarter might be a bit tricky for us. But I'll let you take the call here, Nobby. I'll just walk down to the coach's box here and find out what's going on, all right?
Yep, good work, Lockie Winnell, live and free on the ground. The ball about to go up for the start of the second quarter. Berri, 2 goals straight, 12 points, leading Barmera and Monash, 1 goal, 5-11. Goal scorers for Berri in that first quarter, Minchella and Kruger with singles each. Freeman with the first goal of the match. Up goes the ball. This time Austin takes it out of the ruck, looks to drive it forward for Barmera and Monash, and they've got runners already. Coming at the footy. Forward goes Samuel Vanderwood, drives it forward straight onto the chest of Chris Bonney. Chris Bonney will have a deliberate shot at goal. And I suspect from this pocket, lakeside pocket, going towards the caravan park, it's not a bad spot to be having a shot at goal. He looks short, can't find the Barmera Monash player, who was Freeman, giving him a good lead, and he has been penalised for holding the ball. The advantage played to Berri, who come out, but to the centre wing, and Labatista in play again, picks up the ball, shoots it across, and a gutsy mark taken there, but not quite pulled in by Rory Moroney, who didn't lack any courage. Barmera rebound the ball, down to Rosenzweig, looks up and finds Jake Smith on a lead in the forward pocket, Lakeside. He'll be too far out to score, but he's going to take his time and look around for options. Gets someone short, ignores that. Going back to have a ping, going to put it right into the danger area at the goal square, Caravan Park end or Yacht Club end. You need 2 kicks, Jake, to get that one from there, but he gives it a nice kick into the danger area. Up go the players. Someone from Barmera coming out of the pack and penalised for holding the ball. Nice tackle there from Greer, I reckon, from Berri, who had a great first quarter. Comes out with the footy, chips it out to the back pocket to Rosenzweig.
Yeah, moves it out, brings it up to half back, but no one home, and the Roos will go again. They bring it back inboard. Good, clean possession.
This time Bonney again at half forward. Looks up. Goes short. Oh, that's a funny sort of a kick.
Yeah, luckily Aidan Scordo was in the way and managed to mark it, but that's a very short kick. Rosenzweig for Berri, gets under it. Gives it a kick up in the air, doesn't go too far. Can the Demons make something out of this? They can. Labastia.
I reckon he sort of ducked into that. I would have played that on, but it did get him high. Looks up, chips it across, finds Woolston. Josh this time. Looks up at half forward. Knocked over by Kruger. He's hot, he's in trouble, and he's holding the ball. Did you find out who 17 was?
I did, yes. Geordie Demott. And luckily I did check out, because actually his debut game, his first game for the Demons.
Well, I'll tell you what,
he
looks the part out there. He had a couple of nice touches in the first quarter. Probably just got a little bit, didn't realise where he was there, tried to take too much time. Here it is, in his hands again, Geordie Demott. Shoots it up to half forward. Nice kick into the breeze. It's cleared the pack, bouncing towards the goal. But Albrick back on it. Handballs to himself. Keeps it in play. This is danger for Barmera. Berri shoots it up. That's Safralides. 15 metres out. That's about as far as Saf would like it out, I reckon.
Straight in front. Mitch Folds. He took his time, wait for a target, and he hit it.
Gee, Jack Aubrey could be wondering why he didn't sort of absolutely hustle that one over the boundary line. Safralides kicks truly, and that's the first goal of the second quarter and the third goal of the game for Berri. Berri 3 goals straight, 18 points, leading Barmera Monash 1-5-11. Would you say Berri just keep bringing it?
The Demon Brigade are keeping the value care scoreboard operators ticking over this afternoon, that's for sure. And as you mentioned, Geordie DeMott, first A-grade game, and certainly making an impact. When I went down to the Berri bench around the supporters to find out who it may have been, Nobby, I didn't expect the person I asked just went up to the coach, Brenton Wilson.
Had to ask him as well. He had to ask as well. Well, it wasn't just us then, Lockie.
Yeah, no. But I thought I didn't really want them to distract the coach in such an important moment. But anyway.
Yeah, I think he'd be happy that they're leading and that they're given a fair acquittal themselves. Up goes the ball in the middle again. This time Berri getting their hands on it but not getting it clear. Comes via Whitbourne to Drugamullah, drives it forward but only as far as Hawkins at half-back. Gets the handball out. Penaluma with the ball. No, that is Dion Brower.
Yeah, I get that. Very confusing, those two from a distance sometimes.
So it looks like free kick to Barmera Monash for a disposal out of bounds. Kick to be taken by Samuel Vanderwood. Goes down the middle.
They all flew up. No one got underneath it. Freeman picked up the bounce, went to dodge the tackle, got a handball back and then got it again. Kicks it forward. Intercept from the Demons. They're working this one out and they're going to run back into traffic. Oh, it's always dangerous when that happens. Umpire says free kick, Barmera Monash.
Yeah, Henry Labastida got rid of the ball, thought the Barmera player had it and tackled him without it. That was Freeman, who now looks up, takes the free kick, drives it forward, but cut out at halfback by Greer again. Gee whiz, he's having a cracking game at halfback for Berri, but doesn't use the footy, turns it over to Barmera. In it comes again, this time to
Spilios from the pocket. He's missed the whole lot. No,
just snuck it in for another point. So that takes Barmera Monash to 1 goal, 6-12, trailing Berri 3 straight goals, 18. 1 goal behind, with Berri going with the breeze this quarter to the bowling club end.
Woolston that brings the ball back in and just gives it a mighty roost, because that's what you do on a windy day. Hot footy in the centre, it hits the deck. Freeman for Barmera Monash picks it up. Takes it to Bonnie, that's Justin, and looks for Spilios wide. Ball on the deck, manages to pick it up, fends off. His teammate gets a handball off. It goes out of bounds. Umpire's going to say
it's a kick in for Berri.
Yeah, it's a controlled possession.
Yeah.
That's a
he was snookered. It was either holding the ball or handball it out of bounds, and he took the second option. Berri on the attacking side out there. I'm not sure why they're looking back over here. Drive the ball up half back. Bonnie Justin in the way, couldn't bring the mark in. Ball comes out to Butterworth, shoots out a handball across to Drugamullah, who was taken high in that tackle, and will go back to have a free kick halfway between the centre square and the 50-metre line, going towards the lakeside end, the yacht club end.
Still in the attacking 50 for the Roos. A wobbly kick off the deck. Can that go through?
Yes, it can.
That's wobbled through the gate. And
I reckon that might have been Jake Smith.
No. I'm just saying.
Got the binoculars on him?
Yep. I reckon that might have been young Sam Vanderwood that put that one through.
Number 6?
Yep.
Give it to him. We'll give it to him.
And a Berri Betta goal of the day contender.
And that ties the scores up here at the lakeside. Berri 3 straight goals to Barmera Monash 2 goals, 6, 18 points apiece. So both teams scoring into the breeze. Almost working harder to get the ball there and thinking more about it going that way.
It's an interesting concept, and that breeze, if anything, has probably picked up a notch in the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, well, the flag is fairly whistling straight towards the bowling club end.
7 minutes gone. Second quarter, Riverland footy on 5RM for McDonald's Renmark. Barmera Monash to get the early clearance. It was Drugamullah that booted it wide. That'll be a free kick to the Demons.
That has been the change in the play this quarter, as Barmera have got their hands on it at the centre clearance and moved it forward 3 out of the 4 times.
Here's Hawkins for Berri. Looks to centre the footy. Manages to do so.
Marr with the ball at half forward. Looks up. Drives it straight down the middle with a heck of a kick. Straight to the square. Oh, Berri player couldn't quite get his hands on it. Got there first but couldn't bring it in. Spilios with the ball for Barmera Monash. Shoots it out towards Jake Smith. Takes a courageous mark. Wilson, Josh late to the play. Smith had already wrapped it up. Handball's out to Spilios going past, who looks wide. Finds a teammate in Jack Albrick. He runs off half-back, moving the ball down the town side.
Can they make something out of this one? It's Berri that with the intercept, trying to go through traffic. That's Ma. Gets a wild soccer kick away, finds Safralides.
A couple of don't argues and a back pivot, finds Saf at half forward. He shoots it out to Labastida again, takes the mark almost in the centre of the ground.
What's Labastida going to do here? Just hold station for a sec. Probably the right move. Didn't really have a clear target. Takes it town side, albeit just. Over the back in the 50. This is where Berri are dangerous. The Demons were tackling hard and they've dived on this one to lock it in. Barmera unable to clear it out.
And that's the chaos ball they need with the breeze, is the long one over the top of the pack with someone hunting at the back of the pack, which is what they did that entry.
And Minchella taking the ruck work. Berri tried to get the soccer kick away but didn't, and now it's Barmera Monash to clear it out. That's going to go out in the full. Yeah. The Demons will have another crack.
Oh, lovely mark taken in front of the coach's box by Jordan Freeman, but he's 10 metres outside the ground. So the free kick will be to Henry Labastida again, who gets another touch and drives the ball into the danger area for Berri. Safralides up, gives him the contest, couldn't bring it in. Albrick again with the ball on the ground, knocked out. Come to Kruger, is it? No, it's to... it was to Dion Brower, who's forward now. He's been at cross half-back, moved himself forward.
Yeah, there's a lot of players just following the footy at the moment. We're seeing Spilios in all corners of the ground.
I think he is manned up on Spilios, which is why he's come up with him. The two 13s on each other, I think, Lockie.
We'll keep an eye on that one because that's a good matchup.
Yeah, they are definitely running together.
Ball in. Barmera Monash with the defensive clearance.
Smith to Drugamullah, tries to clear the defensive area. Nice mark taken there. This one taken by Penaluna. Good, solid mark.
Evan Penaluna for the Demons. Brings it back in board and finds Ma on his own.
Giving him a bit of a presence at centre half forward, Ma.
Yeah, I like it. It's Berri side. Certainly some promising signs.
This is in his range. He gives it a fair whack. Gives it up. Almost, unfortunately, used the 7-iron, not the driver.
They all went up for it. No one able to clear it out. The Demons get their hands on it after it hit the deck. Now it's Barmera Monash that get a wobbly old kick away. That'll bounce out of bounds, and I reckon Berri will get another kick here.
Yeah, unusual that Berri should put the forward pressure on, hold the ball in. It's normally something Barmera's very good at, trapping the ball in their forward lines. Berri doing the same.
And without a couple of key forwards for the Roos today, a few players in some different spots, maybe there's just a little bit of confusion out there.
I reckon they're missing Middleton big time. That big man, he normally frees. That's a nice kick to the goal square.
Has that gone through?
No, rush through for a behind, which gives Berri the lead again now. 3-goal, 1-19, leading Barmera Monash 2-6-18. 1 point lead to the Demons.
Oh, kick out. Just watch this one here, goes out. And it was Vanderwood that paddled it back in board. And now Wilden gets a handball out, finds Wellington. Wilden back on the deck. Drugamullah's hunting there, and we'll have a ball up. We might have an around the ground score with Trevor Scott. What have you got, Trev?
Just a quick update coming in from Loxton North. Currently, they're 10 minutes into the second quarter, 2-5-17 North to Renmark 3-3-21. So that's not as big a gap as we thought it would be.
Well, the Panthers' finals chances...
Still alive. Not necessarily kicking, but alive. Hey, Berri have really lined up well here today. Mark giving him something at half forward, and the big body player, and he's making some space. And so is this young fella, Labastida, who has the ball again, but this time it'll be a ball up. He's giving him a bit of grunt around the footy.
Yeah, Drugamullah's got the match up there.
Through he goes, at pace.
Jake Smith decides to take charge and go for the clearance, but it's Rosenzweig with the rebound kick for Berri into their attacking 50.
Oh, lovely mark taken by Whitbourne at half-back for Barmera.
Gets the kick away quickly, finds Butterworth on the town flank, and now the Roos. Ooh.
Justin Bonney looks up, looking for someone, and finds two players out there, and one of them brings the ball in.
Bit of friendly fire. Yep. Freeman that tried to go for it, but bailed out late. I think it's Wesley that got the kick mark.
I think it is, yep.
Gets it on quickly.
Freeman this time takes the mark at half forward. Looks up. A left footer, I think, Lockie. Isn't he not playing in the long sleeves today?
No, there's a bit of long sleeve Guernsey action out there today.
Yep. Shoots the ball across to Butterworth, who kicks it back to Freeman into his area. Jake Smith down there, shoots the handball out, which is something he's accustomed to do to Drugamullah. Looks up. Hits his player on the chest, but couldn't bring it in. Out comes the ball again. Nice play there by by Rory Moroney. Spoiled the play, got back on it first. He's hunting the ball again for Berri, but Barmera bring it forward.
And now Woolston for the Demons goes to bring it back out, and they've managed to get a couple of link-up kicks here through the centre. That went clean bowled through the lot. Butterworth for Barmera. Monash playing it fine leg, manages to mop it up, gets a wild kick away. This is dangerous on the arc of the 50 for the Demons. They dive on it. That was Kruger.
Gee, the numbers, Berri getting the numbers there, but couldn't quite get the ball. Butterworth doing his best to hold up Berri here and doing a pretty good job in defence.
Bonnie tried to mop it up, but it spills. This is where the Demons are dangerous. We've got Brewer for the Demons. He dives on it, locks it in, and that is good play for the Demons.
Would it be fair to say that the Demons with players like Brewer and also Ma have got the big bodies over the footy, which is very handy in conditions like this?
And if you hear from those whistles, the wind is increasing here at the lakeside in Barmera. Ruck, they go up. Butterworth got the earlier clearance, but went as far as about half a metre. And
Butterworth doing a lot of work across half back here for Barmera, and I guess you got him a long way away from the goals, but why aren't you manning him up, you know?
Hanyadi to Ma. Ma trying to work this one forward, gets a socket kick away. This is where the Demons are dangerous.
That looked high.
Yeah, that's a free kick to the Demons.
And that will be a free kick to Callum Lloyd, I reckon. From
number 7, yes.
He's another one of those Lirrup hard men. Loxton North have got one, and so have Berri.
So the Berri Demons with a chance to extend the lead out to 7 points.
How does he go here, Lockie? What sort of a shot on goal is he?
He's kicking directly in front, but with a breeze like today, where do you send it?
Right hand post. I reckon he's wobbled it through. Goal umpire didn't move, so that's another goal for Callum Lloyd this time. And Berri sneak out to a 1-goal lead. 4 goals straight, 24, leading Barmera at 2 goals, 6-18. I reckon it's 4-1, actually, to be honest with you.
I've got 4-1 on my calculations.
4-1, 25, leading Barmera Monash 2-6-18. A 7-point lead to the Demons. Spirited effort.
Very handy as we approach the 15.5-minute mark of the second quarter. Fiver in football for McDonald's Renmark, and make it McSmart with the new McSmart meal at Macca's.
Yeah, some good play around the ground from many of the Berri players. Apart from the skipper, Sam Butterworth, across half-back, Barmera find themselves under a lot of pressure here. I think Ben Drugameyer's doing his bit, so it's the skipper and the vice-captain doing their best to lift their team. But they need help.
Ball back to the centre it goes. Who's got the early take on the Berri Betta goal of the day, Minchella or Kruger?
I've got Kruger down in the second quarter. I thought that was a cracker on his left foot.
Yeah, I reckon that might be Kruger. Early days, though, for the Berri Betta goal of the day.
Matter of fact, I've got him down for the mark of the day, too, at the moment. He might end up with the trifecta.
The whole lot. Yep. Ball back to the centre it goes. Both teams arguing over it.
Moroney with pace just needs to get his hand on it.
It was tackled by, in the backs, the call from Watke. Watke not happy with that. And Berri are going to get the free through Moroney.
See the space straight over the top, and he's gone for the space where it's one-on-one. This ball will come out the back. No, it won't. It's dragged in, and there's another mark by Kruger this time. And he's 15 metres out directly in front. Almost the same spot Callum Lloyd kicked the last goal from.
Yeah, and Saf, the whole lot, straight in front.
Gee, they're up, aren't they? They're up and about, the Berri Demons.
I like it. They got 4 games to go. They want to make them count in this season.
Can they make the finals?
Don't think so. Ball on the way. That's a goal. And the Berri Demons are out to a 13-point lead at the Lakeside.
Yeah, you can see their pace. The young fellas, the pace, and I'll just run through them. Minchella, Moroney, Kruger, fast players, and all getting a fair bit of the footy and moving it on as quickly as they can. But you saw when that ball went into the Berri forward lines, a lot of the Barmera players came up on their men across the top half of the 50, leaving a big space at the back. And they aim for the space, not a player, the space.
If you're comparing these two sides, and the players you just mentioned for Berri, I look at Barmera Monash, and I can think of Spilios and maybe Watke would be similar.
Yeah.
Match like for like, it's not a thing.
I think Berri got them covered for pace.
Yeah, there's only 2 Barmera Monash players in that category, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that are quick. Yeah.
And, on a day like today, I mean, you say the big men don't get any shorter. Yeah. Do you need big men on a day like today?
Well, the little blokes don't get any slower, I don't reckon.
No. This is Fiver in football for McDonald's Renmark. Make it McSmart with the new McSmart meal at Macca's.
Handy 13-point lead here to the Demons with only a bit over 5 minutes left in the first half.
Back to the centre it goes. Jack Austin tried to clear it out himself. Now Whitbourne. Oh, good clearance. Off the deck, into the attacking 50 for the Roos. Can someone get underneath it? They're hungry. Tackle to the ground. That'll be a dangerous tackle.
I think so,
It is, yeah. That's been paid.
Archie Holtham getting up to take the free kick. For Berri at half-back. Looks up. Drives it as far as he can. This time to Hunyadi. Couldn't quite reel it in.
Yeah, you got Kruger around there. Maroney is in there too. Maroney and Minchella arguing over it. We'll have a ball up.
Yeah, the only other player we missed for pace out of the Barmera Monash side is, of course, the fella that just got his wheels going there, Jamison Whitbourne, out of the middle. Probably him and Sam Vanderwood and Dan Wesley need to match their Berri opponents.
So, paddled forward for Berri. Mitch folds, does the Donaghy, walks it over the line, and we'll get a ball in.
Clever football there from Folds. Knew he couldn't break free and knew he had no easy option, so he broke for the boundary line.
13-point lead to the Berri Demons.
Lovely big throw in. Boston reaching over the top, couldn't get it. Here he is again, Labastida out of the ground. He comes with another chaos ball. Bonnie at half-back on his own, but about to come under pressure. No one to give it to. Through goes Safralides, shoots the ball out to Brow, but couldn't get a handle on it for Berri. Back it goes. That's a handball from the Barmera Monash player. That'll be a free kick. Safralides taking it over on the town side half forward. Quick to get on with it and drive it into the forward lines towards Butterworth. This time a contest. Out the back comes
Minchella trying to keep it in. He couldn't
keep it in. No. That'll be a ball up in the forward pocket. Town side bowling club in for Berri, and they're looking dangerous here with 4 minutes left on the game clock for the second quarter.
Jeez, I tell you what, if they could seal another,
oh.
That's only 2 quarters of footy you got to hold on.
2 in a row. We're talking it up too early, Lockie, I think. Next quarter will be the premiership quarter, won't it? Maher into the ruck, gets the ball out. Labastida tries to get a handle on it. Out of bounds, it rolls. That'll be another ball in the forward pocket for Berri.
31 plays, 18 on the Value Care scoreboard. The visiting Demons with the advantage.
Yeah, I guess questions will get asked at half-time of the Roos. Can they respond? But we know they're a good side. They're the top side. They're the number 1 seeds.
I can't see it getting too vocal in the Barmera Monash rooms, but I could be wrong. Ball in. Can the Demons make something out of this? No. It's the Roos that get the kick away up to their defensive 50. But now paddles back towards goal somewhat.
They're just so fierce around the footy, aren't they?
Demons are hungry.
Yeah.
They had a taste for it last week. They want more.
It's one of those games where Barmera are probably thinking, well, we're going to finish top. We're double chance in the finals, but they've got 3 more weeks to play. You can't just take your foot off the gas, not when you've got a side like Berri. First win in 2 years, come out full of confidence again, thinking, well, let's have another crack.
Absolutely, and it's a free kick here after that ball up. Tackle held without it, so it's the Demons with the free.
Here he comes again. This time it's Rory Maroney.
He'll be taking his kick from about 45 out on a bit more than a 45-degree angle.
Unlike his 2 teammates in Minchella and Kruger, he's yet to hit the scoreboard, and that's not normally how he runs. He normally hits the scoreboard often.
He's been involved in a couple.
Yep, he has.
But they don't count in the paper, unfortunately. Kicks on the way, gives it a fair roost.
Goal umpire hasn't moved.
Kicked it.
Gee, I wouldn't mind looking at that one on the vision. It looked like he sort of threw it up in the air with a bit of outswing, and the goal umpire didn't move straight over his head.
I tell you what, the Berri Demons have got their hands on the Berri Betta goal of the day already.
Yeah, that takes them to 6-goal, 137, leading Barmera Monash 2-6-18, a handy 17-point lead.
Massive. This is a massive story unfolding at the Lakeside, that's for sure.
2.5 minutes to go in the half. If they can hold Barmera and keep them away from the scoring end, they've set up a cracking second half for us.
Absolutely. Cannot wait. This is 5RM football for McDonald's Renmark. Make it McSmart with a new McSmart meal at Macca's. Back to the middle. What can they do? Got Chris Bonney in the ruck now.
Hunyadi with the ball. Knocked it towards Kruger, but he was put on his tail by Jake Smith.
There's Brower. Tackle without it. That's a free kick every day of the week.
Yep. Barmera, would you say, under a bit of pressure here at the moment? They'll be looking forward to half-time and they can go in and restructure. Brower driving the ball forward. Straight to Justin Bonney. He looks up, chips it across. Butterworth again. He's had a mountain of touches this quarter for Barmera. Deep in defence, but hasn't been able to clear it. And Berri got the players in there. All of a sudden, the ball knocked out.
And working this one up the far wing.
That came out to Cohen Harris, and then he got it forward. Look out, here comes Berri again.
There's Langford. A couple of quick handballs back to Langford. And Berri Demons go on the attack again. Can they find a target? No. Intercept from the Roos. Kick hit the deck. Still live. Rosenzweig tried to get in there, but it's the Roos that clear this one out. And now up to the far centre wing.
They're handling the ball well off pack too to Holtham again. Shoots it in, but all Barmera players behind the ball. This time Justin Bonney takes an easy chest mark at half back. It's almost like Barmera hanging on for this last minute and a half of the second quarter so they can go in only 19 points down.
Reassess.
Here we go.
From the Demons. Play on advantage, the call. Centres the footy, and there's Minchella. Great mark.
He knows where the goals are, this young fella. He kicked 2 last week. He's already kicked 1 today. And being told by his teammates, time is nearly up in this quarter. Go back and take a set shot.
That's the right call. Take your time.
He will kick this from about 45 metres out or maybe right on the 50 line. Distance shouldn't be a problem. And with just under a minute to play, it's a clever move.
So this would be a big, big goal just on half-time if this one goes through.
Yep, sure would. Currently, Berri 6-1-37 leading, Barmera 2-6-18. Geez, giving it a ride. Distance, no problem at all, but accuracy. He's kicked it even over the fence into the car park.
A minor score.
Distance wasn't the problem for Rory Moroney, but accuracy certainly was. Minchella. Sorry,
margin now back to 20 on my calculations here at the Lakeside on the Value Care scoreboard.
Yeah, and you'd say a good half of footy from the Demons.
Massive. They've used the wind, that's for sure.
Yeah, played 2 styles of footy. When they were playing into it, it was along the ground and chaos. And when they were going with it, it was chaos, but chaos over the back of the pack footy, long and over the back.
So what do the Roos do here? Do they try and score a goal or just hold
you just hang on. You just keep it out of the 50s. Up goes. Whoa! Mitch Wellington couldn't reel it in. Would have been a contester for mark of the day without a doubt. Ball comes forward again. This time, Labatista in over it again. I think he's been one of their better players in the first half, although they got many.
They're piling up. It's going to be hard to work out the Murray Pioneer man of the match and also the Hoops Auto Renmark young charger today. That's Chris Bonney. Threw his opponent out the way and got the tap away.
Safralides in over that ball, using a bit of experience. And there it is.
Whoa.
That's half-time here at Lakeside with Berri 6-2-38, leading Barmera Monash 2-6-18. A handy 20-point lead to the Berri Demons at half-time.
A massive story unfolding at the Lakeside today, that's for sure. This is the Fisher Cup live on 5RM. And we must find out what is happening around the Riverland and Mallee with the Connectus 5RM Sideline View studio. Trevor Scott's looking after things today. Trevor.
Yeah. let's go back to Lakeside, where it's windy, it's blustery, cold, and the game is hot, Lachlan Winnell.
Certainly is, Trev. Actually out on the turf again as we speak, and yeah, that wind has not let up. It's Arctic. It's got that little chill in it as well. So this second half, once that sun drops down that little bit further, it's going to get even colder. Currently, it's the Demons that are red hot. However, 6-2-38 leading Barmera Monash 2-6-18. Nobby, you're up in the commentary box, and we're about to get underway.
We are, Lockie. Both teams still in their huddles. Have you got the long stops on or the short ones today?
Me, just quietly? No, just the slicks. Looking at the umpires out there, though, that's a bit of a mixture. There's a few umpires with the studs in today. That's always a good indication of the surface condition.
Yeah, it is. But the Barmera Oval in pretty good nick. Still a lot of turf. I mean, it might be soft. Just quickly going back and over the first half, goal scorers for Berri, Regan Kruger with 2 singles to Safrolides, Minchella, Moroney and Callan Lloyd. For Barmera Monash, just the 2 single goal kickers in Samuel Vanderwood and Jordan Freeman. Some better players for both lineups. For Berri, plenty. Rosenzweig, of course, Minchella, Moroney and Kruger, the mosquito fleet we've been talking about, doing a lot of the damage around ground. Shea Hawkins has been good. I reckon Andre Hunyardi's probably got his nose in front in the ruck duels. Holtham and Langford and Brow are all good off half-back. Henry Labastida have been good around the ground. Mitch Folds had a few touches. And Daniel Greer, really solid first quarter and not too bad that quarter. For Barmera Monash, Fraser Douglas started well. Ben Drugamull has been good. Jake Smith around the footy. Vanderwood got a few touches that quarter. Freeman's been okay. Whitbourne, Bonnie Spilios and Butterworth in particular around that quarter kept them in the game. So plenty for the Roos to work on. I think they need some forward action, a bit like Berri had, some fast players around the footy to try and ignite things. They are going with the breeze in this third quarter, in the premiership quarter, Lockie, and will need to narrow the gap if they're going to be a chance of taking victory.
Yeah, they certainly will be, Nobby. I'm not sure what was said at half-time. Both teams weren't appearing to be panicking or anything. They did their warm-ups. They did a fair warm-up. You would have thought they're running a marathon or something. But anyway, things have changed. Back underway. Second half, Riverland footy on 5RM for the Riverland Motor Group. Barmera Monash get the tap. Doesn't go too far. Woolston tried to read it, and there's a Berri player down. That's Minchella. Yeah,
Jake Smith didn't like the treatment he got and dealt with Minchella after he got rid of the footy. And that's the way Jake plays. Junkyard Jake, he's tough and ready, but sometimes you just got to be fair as well.
It's a free kick for Berri. They take it over their attacking 50. Heading to the straight into the wind. And, oh, that's a big bump from Woolston. That's going to be paid too high.
Who's that player in the receiving? Is that Butterworth?
No, that is not. That is Vanderwood.
Yeah. Rough the young fella up. A little bit of a... Here we go. Penaluna takes the ball on the wing, shoots it out across the ground, looking for Shea Hawkins, who unfortunately didn't get the bounce he's looking for. Shoots the ball forward. Back to Holtham. Barmera Monash with the footy. Can't get clear of the pack. The umpire says, I'll have it, fellas. A ball up on centre wing town side.
Ball up it is. It's the Berri Demons with the advantage. Ma tries to take the clearance away, but gets pulled up, and we'll have another ball up.
Yeah, Hunyardi getting his hand first at the footy here has set Austin a task. So Middleton definitely a big miss for Barmera today.
Ball up it is. Now Rosenzweig gets a bit of clean space, gets a wobbly old kick away. Intercept from Butterworth for Barmera Monash. He's going to have a big half if the Roos are a chance. Kick up, but intercept from the Demons through Safrolides in defence.
Yeah, clever move here by Berri, putting Saf behind the ball this quarter, trying to make sure that Barmera don't get all that score back in 5 minutes.
There's Holtham now with the footy on half back. If Demons can hold this up for a quarter and just lock it down.
Yeah, you can't.
1 quarter in, can you just park the bus now?
No, you can't. You know what happens when you park the bus too early?
What happens?
You get run over.
Okay, right. Oh, yeah, kick out from the Demons up to their half-back.
You've got to keep attacking, Lockie's where I'm at. Nice mark taken there under pressure from Berri. That's Holtham, I think. No, it's not. It is Archie Holtham. Gets up, drives it forward for Berri. Over the top comes Barmera, but out the back comes Minchella. Out to Labastida, chips it over, finds Ma, running towards goals at half forward. Sets it right up into the goal square.
Puts the Rockets on Moroney. There's 1 onto 2. Gets a tackle in there, but it spills out. Demons Ruse under pressure, rather. Finds Douglas. Back to Spilios. Spilios runs through, manages to get the kick away, but it's found Minchella for the Demons at half back.
Having a great
Now
game.
The Demons are on the attack. Oh, that was Brow that got a wobbly old kick away. It went 90 degrees. And Butterworth just mops it up, brings it back inboard, looks for Spilios. Been a bit of a magnet to the footy today.
Yeah, finds him, shoots the handball out towards Jack Albrecht, I reckon. He shoots it up to half forward, but it's a one-on-one. Bonnie and Kruger. You'd say Krieger's had the better of Bonnie, but neither player having much of the footy.
Yeah, Hugo Krieger there took his eyes off the ball, and when that happens, often the other player gets it. But that time he got away with it.
I'm looking at on ball here, and we often see Jack Albrecht gets a tagging job. He is on Patrick Minchella, literally chasing him all over the ground.
A ball in. Chris Bonnie taps forward, finds Butterworth, but he's getting a hard tag as well. Doesn't go too far, and we will have another ball up.
Yeah, some good tight football here, and it's if you want the footy, you're going to have to go in and earn it.
Tell you what, they're taking some precious minutes out of this game. It's all adding up. Just on 4 minutes gone. No one yet to score. Wobbly old kick away towards the centre of the 50. That was Watke. Got a handball out to Bonnie. Chris kicks it up forward, but who's home? Safralides.
Yeah, he's playing that experienced role behind the footy this quarter while Berri have the lead of 20 points. He's looking to make sure that Barmera don't get back in charge. Oh, that's a wobbly kick.
Oh, just inboard.
I don't think the umpire thinks it was. I think the umpire's blown his whistle.
I think that probably was borderline at best.
Oh, no, he's paid the mark. No, he hasn't. It's going the other way.
Okay. So we're just going to watch what's going on here.
So
it's Drugamulla from Barmera with the
Ben
free.
Drugamulla to take the free kick, 40 metres out in the clubhouse pocket. He will have to sit this right up on the far side goalpost. Although you were saying you think the breeze is perhaps taking the ball across that way.
Yeah, it's not quite going straight down the guts as it was. Gives it a bit of air, and that's missed.
He did need to work it further to the right.
Right idea, though. Popped it out, and that breeze, that arc was just getting that right.
So that takes Barmera to 2-7-19, trailing Berri 6-2-38, 19-point deficit. Oh, nice little dummy sold there by Shea Hawkins, who looks up, shoots it out wide. Yep. Butterworth taking the ball, shooting it back in the middle, finds Junkyard Jake Smith, who looks up, plays on straight away. But that one goes out of bounds. Will be a free kick in. It'll be Shea Hawkins taking that free kick for Berri for disposal out of bounds. Once he gets it out from under that car, do you think he's going to do an oil change while he's under there?
Change the filter.
Oh, he's checking the suspension anyway.
Just shy of 6 minutes gone. Third quarter Riverland footy on 5RM for McDonald's Renmark, supporting local sport. Kick in it is. Finds Wolfson in the back pocket. Yep. Josh.
Barmera got him covered out this side though, man on man. This will come out. Ball holding up, and of course it's Jake Smith again, the Junkyard Jake. Now, I reckon he's almost in range with that big breeze. We saw Drugamulla made the distance easy from about 10 metres closer. Jake looking for the handball, can't get anyone, centres it across, but that one's gone straight to the Berri player who couldn't take the mark. Hawkins through, play on, Barmera with numbers at the ball.
That was Wilden, got a wobbly old kick away, and that's out in the full. Free kick to Berri.
You'd say with 2 goals, 7 and a few out of bounds, it's time for Barmera to make their shots at goal count.
Yeah, certainly wasting a few opportunities. I mean, on a day like today, you can't say these are 50-50s or greater percentage of going through, but when luck's on your side, it is, and at the moment, it's not on Barmera Monash's.
Is Safralides going home? No, he's out in the car park looking for the footy. Yeah. I thought he was heading to the change rooms and saying, I'm gone, fellas.
We might just have to... I've done a few renos down here at the lakeside in recent times.
What's wrong with a couple of junior Colts behind there getting the ball back from for a free pass?
They're making TikToks, mate. That's where they are. Kick out from Safralides up to half back. Oh, they all fall up. No one able to mark it. Inboard to Jake Smith. Gets a handball out quickly. Now centres the footy. Drugamulla went to get underneath it, but bailed out because he thought someone else was going to get it, and this is going to be a ball up.
That was a nice spoil from the Berri player, reaching around. I reckon that was Archie Holtham again. Up goes the ball again at half forward. This time Butterworth tries to get it, but out the pack comes I reckon that was Rosenswide got boot to ball.
They'll dive on it. That was Wilden that had another crack in there as well. Still a live ball. Umpire says it's not anymore.
One thing Barmera have come out with is an intention to move that ball out of the pack and get it moving quickly. You know how we were talking first quarter, they were trying to slow it down. That is not the case now.
So inboard the centre square, a bit of a bump and a push, but umpire says play on. Umpire's seen something there, though.
I don't reckon he actually did follow through with the boot, but that was Patrick Minchella. Now the free kick going to Butterworth, who will look up and drive it long. No, he goes short again, looking for a teammate. This time cut out by Greer, I reckon. Daniel Greer had a great first quarter when they defended the breeze. Does it again, shoots the handball out to Hawkins, looks across and finds Safralides on the half-back flank.
8.5 minutes gone. Barmera Monash yet to score this quarter. Or major, that is.
Safralides brings the ball back across. This time Penaluna takes the mark, shoots it across again to Rosenswide in the back pocket.
Went to play on, then thought against it.
So Berri keeping hold of the footy, not giving it back that quickly. This time the mark comes up the side and it's Dion Brower taking the mark at half-back right in front of us.
Been in the thick of the action this afternoon.
Yeah, he's had a great game. Had a great game. Shoots it up in the air. This is sort of a 9-9 into the tee, and underneath it is Justin Bonney. Takes the mark for Barmera Monash. Looks up, shoots the ball across. That's Whitbourne in the middle. Grabs it, and he plays on straight away. Drives it long down the middle of the ground. Safralides in the box seat. Couldn't bring it in. Rosenswide goes through. Couldn't get a handle on it. And it's Drugamulla tries hard to get onto the ball for Barmera Monash. Back over it's Penaluna. Shoots the handball out, this time to Holtham. Gets the handball back. I reckon that's Hawkins again. Shoots it short, and a mark taken by Dion Brower in the back pocket.
Not flustered in defence, the Berri Demons.
No, keeping hold of the footy, aren't they? They're not giving it back to them.
9.5 minutes gone, 5-0 in football. Kick up to half-back. Bit of an interesting fly up there from one of the Austin boys, but didn't go too far. Now it's Ben Drugamulla. Tries to shake the tackle. They're calling for holding the ball, but it'll be a ball up.
He didn't have an opportunity. Unfortunately, his teammate put him right under the hammer there. It was Matthew Wilden. Handball it to him. He had two blokes standing next to him from Berri.
Tap from Hunyadi. Goes outboard. Now Albrecht brings it inboard and finds Chris Bonney
just
inside
15
the 50.
Metres, just 15, and he takes the mark. Look, this is well within his range, but he shoots the handball out to Fraser Douglas running past, and he makes it with plenty of distance. But once again offline, taking Barmera Monash to 2 goals, 8-20, trailing Berri 6-2-38.
It's the Demons with the advantage in the Fisher Cup halfway through the third quarter here at the Lakeside.
Yep, and the only damage Barmera have been able to do is 2 solitary points, so Berri hanging on here.
Labastida now in the back pocket.
Shoots it up high, another 9-9 into the tee.
Now Albrecht went to wheel around and kick it, but it was smothered. And this defensive pressure from Berri is mounting.
You'd say they've played the 1%ers pretty hard, the tackling, the smothering, the running, the pressure. Can they keep doing it for another quarter and a half, Lockie?
I think they might be able to. I'm just looking at just trying to work out where some of Barmera's players are here, because Berri got a lot more around the ball. And Jake Smith picked it up, but it didn't go too far.
Yeah, Smith single-handedly trying to will Barmera back into the game over the ball. And I see Butterworth up into the forward lines now. That's a better sign for Barmera. He takes the ball out of the ruck, but couldn't get clear of it. That'll be another ball up.
Yeah, Ben Drugamulla's doing his hardest as well.
Yeah, too true.
He'd be in Barmera's best this afternoon.
Bonney up in ruck against...
you can't go against the man. I think eyes were on the opponent there, not on the ball in the ruck.
Big Andre Hunyadi, a bit raw and rough and ready, but doing a great job. But Bonney with a lot of experience, just a little bit too experienced for him. He shoots the ball in, and that mark has been taken second in line by Wesley, I reckon. I reckon that's Dan Wesley, former Berri Demon.
For Barmera Monash these days, he's going to go back and have a shot. He'll be kicking from 35 out, maybe touching 40.
Yeah,
not quite right.
Rare touch for Dan inside the forward 50 today, and he was one of the players I called on at half-time that would have to lift for Barmera to become part of this game. They're small forwards.
Haven't seen him too much this quarter, but maybe this could be the turning point.
Needs to put it through the middle of the big white ones.
Ball's
and he does.
On the way.
I reckon he does. No?
That's another minor score.
Ooh, kicking starting to become a component that could be costly for Barmera.
2-9-21. They trail the Berri Demons 6-2-38 on the Value Care scoreboard.
You can't say that was a handy point, Lockie, because they need handy goals.
The margin's now less than 3 goals.
Yep, Shea Hawkins brings the ball back in. A lovely mark taken in the pack, but umpire couldn't see it. He didn't hold on it 100%, and the umpire looking into the sun there couldn't quite see him bring it to ground. I thought he maybe held it long enough, but play on.
It was Drugamuller there with that mark that, well, wasn't paid, but anyway. Wobbly kick into the 50 for the Roos. Can they make something out of this? No, they can't. Mitch Folds and the Demons think otherwise. There was Evan Penaluna, got the tap back in board to Brower. He shoots it up to half-back and finds Moroney.
Lovely play. Moroney put his hand up to tell Brower that he was there, and it was a lovely kick to him, and he held his spot.
Rory Moroney just slowing up the play here, and that's the right thing to do, I think.
Yeah, clever footy from the young fella. Shoots it up high.
Up the line
Whoa,
it goes.
The big fella gets his hands on it, Hunyadi, but couldn't bring it in. Tell you what, he's having a heck of a game in Mason Middleton's absence.
And we're just looking at, there's a little bit of action out there. Okay, they decided against it.
He was taken high, but the umpire was unsided.
So, Hunyadi in the ruck, that one just goes out of bounds, and we'll get a ball in.
Gee, you think Berri would be happy if they could hang on to this slim lead with the breeze to come in the last quarter, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Saxton Caddy was the one in there having a bit of a word to Hunyadi just before.
Yep. Just over 6.5 minutes to go. Ball comes out towards Jake Smith. Couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Oh, shakes his opponent who didn't have the ball, and that'll be a free kick to Berri.
Yeah, Jake's been a bit frustrated today. A couple of times he has thrown a player without the ball. He's tackling him to the ground, sort of WWF style.
Rosenzweig goes on the switch, run onto that Safrolides. Good luck, he does. Handball's back to nowhere. Looks for Evan Penaluna. He gets a handball back on board to Rosenzweig. It's a bit of a comedy of errors, but the Demons work this one out. And that's back to the centre. That'll be a free kick.
Yeah, courageous effort by Minchella, but it's play on to advantage. Berri shoot it out with the players ahead of the ball. That one comes forward. I reckon that might be Minchella back up forward there.
Just looking on the deck behind play here. There's a player that's Mitch Folds. It's a bit slow off the deck, but he's up and about now. It's good.
Mark taking it half back for Barmera. They will be able to relieve pressure here. Yeah, it was. It was a courageous effort by Folds.
That could be the value care big moment.
He's up and about. Take a bit more than that to stop him.
Kick out from Barmera Monash. They're taking the ball to the town wing. Close to the line, but inboard albeit just. Now the Roos try to work this one forward.
That was Cale Trussell, I reckon, out there.
Yeah, not the clean possession of always holding the ball it is.
Always going to be when the umpire's 40 metres away. He's not running over there to throw that one up. That's going to be a free kick either way.
That's Greer again. Kick inboard. It's not the greatest kick, and it's found Douglas for the Roos in the centre square. And now the Roos go on this link-up switch. There was Whitbourne getting the hurry up. Back to Douglas. Looks for Spilios on the lakeside wing. Good mark.
Hasn't had a bad day, Paul Spilios, but really hasn't done any damage. Normally he hits the scoreboard a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's been one end to the other. He's gone coast to coast.
Yeah, that mark's short to Benjamin Drugamuller, who once again is behind centre. Can't do much damage
15 feet or 15 metres anyway. Play on's the call. Into the attacking 50 for the Roos. Can they make something out of this? It was Wellington that got a handball out, but it found its way to Langford for the Berri Demons.
Yeah, no chance to get rid of that ball, and he's brought to the ground by Wilden. The two number 12s going hard at the footy. Up it goes. Penaluna up this time. Holtham takes the ball. Adam Langford, takes the ball, and he's thrown to the ground roughly, says umpire.
So
umpire Drugamuller?
Free kick to the Kasolki. Another iconic Barmera name.
Yeah. Too true.
Kick away from Moroney. Up now in the centre wing, walk over the line, does Jordan Marr, and we'll get a ball in. Probably the right thing to do from young Jordan there.
Yeah, Moroney high in the best players last week. Matter of fact, I think he might have got club best last week, Lockie, for Berri. And I tell you what, he's right up in the hunt again today.
Well, we had Moroney and Rosenzweig the other way around in Berri's club votes. So we were
on the mark.
On the mark.
Here he is again.
Soccer away. Umpire's seen something behind play. Not quite by a late bump.
Yeah, it's a free kick to Moroney.
Speak of the devil,
he's the only one going after the footy in those
I tell you what, that was lucky that wasn't a 25-metre penalty because Jordan Freeman threw the ball back and that one hit the deck. You got to take it to him.
Yep. Getting some important touches for Berri this quarter. That is the captain.
Yeah, Butterworth.
Sam Butterworth behind the footy. And that's where, if you're playing against Barmera, that's where you want him. Back
Roy
there.
Moroney back in it again. Now the Roos through Scordo. They bomb it up to half forward, but Evan Penaluna for the Demons is underneath it.
Would you say he's Mr. Reliable for the Demons?
Oh, he certainly is.
And so's this bloke, Rosenswad. Another great game today. Looks up, finds Safrolides out the other side. He's looking into the sun, but pulls it down. Berri stretching Barmera across the ground here at the moment and trying to keep the ball away from him.
All these link-up kicks, they take seconds out of the game.
Yeah, another player's having a good afternoon, Adam Langford.
Spoke about parking the bus before. Maybe Berry's got a pretty big bus.
Yeah. and look, only 2.5 minutes left in the game, in the quarter, and Barmera have only kicked 3 points with the breeze this quarter. Rosenswide brings it wide. This time he finds Shea Hawkins, uses the handball, over to Moroney again at halfback. Has a player, but backs his pace, runs around, handballs in, gets it back to Folds, keeps it in, drives it forward for Berri, but only as far as Justin Bonney at halfback for Barmera. Looks up, kicks it across town side.
And the Roos now with the footy on halfback. Oh, it's hit the deck. Can the Demons make something out of this? They hold it in. Umpire, no. Umpire's called some. Okay. Oh, just
it's the other umpire, yeah.
Maybe we might need another Acme Thunder out there, Nobby. Tap from Bonnie, back in the ruck for the Roos. Taking the ball wide. That's a loose ball. Umpires behind play.
Acme Thunder, would that be the same thing the Roadrunner used? Because everything he used to buy was from Acme, wasn't it?
Too true. So the Roos with the free kick on half back. They go on the switch. This is a bit dangerous, but it managed to find Justin Bonney.
Look, when you're trailing by 17 points, going with the breeze and only got a minute or two left, you don't go across the ground. This time chipping in is the young Jordan DeMott again in his first game. Played all right, used the ball, shot it out to Labatista, who gets Brower running past. Berri looking up and about here, looks in for Ma, over the back to Minchella, gets a shot on goal.
Oh, that wobbling through. Minor score.
Was it Minchella or no, it wasn't. It was Regan Kruger, I reckon, Lockie.
Yeah, Regan Kruger, number 5.
Yep. This mosquito fleet, all wearing long-sleeve Guernseys and all about the same height and same hairdo.
Well, the word's got out about 5RM Football's long-sleeve team of the year, and there's a few players pushing for selection.
Well, those 3 are lock-ins on their last 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah. All right, the sleeves have increased since 5RM's done Riverland footy again in the last few years.
Are we going to put that team out like when they put the Murray Pioneer team of the year out? We're going to put out the long sleeve team of the year.
Ball now on half forward for the Roos. Wesley running onto it. Can they salvage something this quarter? Pops
yes,
it
they
up.
can.
Slots it through. That's a late goal for the Barmera Monash Roos, a very important one.
Yeah, particularly with 30 seconds of playing time left, I think you could turn around and say Berri done a pretty good job to hold them to just 1 goal for the quarter, but it would have been a much better job to hold them to no goals for the quarter. But anyway, we got a game on our hands. We got Barmera Monash 3-9-27, trailing Berri 6-3-39 by 2 goals.
First goal of the quarter too, and a potential for the Berri Betta goal of the day.
Yep. Yeah, a nice bit of play. That's exactly how Berri scored goals in the last quarter. They got it out, got it quick, got it over the top to a bit of space, so one of their faster players can run onto it. And as predicted at half-time, Wesley was one of those small Barmera forwards that was going to have to lift if they were going to get back into the game.
This is 5RM Football for the Riverland Motor Group. Check out the new Kia Carnival. It has arrived. East Terrace, Loxton.
Up it goes. Hunyadi up in ruck against Austin. Neither player getting a clean hand on it. Berri will be looking to just hold this up, use the last few seconds of the quarter up. 22 seconds left. Berri drive the football forward through Brower again. He finds Labastida out wide. Play on. Umpire goes back to Brower, shoots it forward. They'll need a mark, but no, the mark's taken by Butterworth at halfback. No, by Justin Bonney again, is it?
Now it's Butterworth. With the kick away, takes the footy wide, town side.
Yeah, that's now, it. That's Bonney. 3/4 time. And here we have Berri 6-3-39, leading Barmera Monash 3-9-27. Berri Demons will take a 2-goal lead into the final quarter with the assistance of any breeze that's here.
Certainly going to be a big fourth quarter here at the Lakeside. Cannot wait. We must find out what is happening around the grounds with other round 13 fixtures. Trevor Scott in the Connectus 5RM Sideline View studio.
Well, it looks like they're just a little bit ahead of everybody there at Lakeside. I do have a score that's just come through this very second from Waikerie. It's currently Waikerie 8-8 to Loxton 2-9. Lockie?
Thank you, Trev. Currently, the Berri Demons leading at three-quarter time, 6-3-39. Barmera Monash 3-9-27. Nobby Norton, I'm out in the middle at the moment listening to the coaches' addresses, and I tell you what, there's a lot of passion out here for the Fisher Cup.
Yeah, I tell you what, Berri put themselves right in the hunt here. I was watching the Barmera huddle and saw Fraser Sampson go and talk to the defensive group, and I think he's talking to them more about them getting some drive off halfback and generating some score rather than just chipping it around. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in this last quarter, trailing by 2 goals and kicking into whatever breeze there is. So they'll have to be inventive. They won't be able to afford to sit back and hope that Berri don't take the advantage here. But they will need to win it out of the middle again. I noticed going into the middle, we've got Drugamulla. It looks like Butterworth going into the middle, and also Fraser Douglas along with Jack Austin in ruck. So it's probably their A team. For Berri, they've gone with the same team they've had all day, although I do find Patrick Minchella back in the middle. He's had a pretty good game too, Patrick. Been pretty hard at it.
Certainly has. Back in the middle it is. Fiver in football, fourth quarter underway. No one able to get the first clearance away, and we'll go again.
Yeah, Berri gone with the big bodies in there. They've got Josh Woolston and Jordan Marr both in the middle.
What are we going to see here? Oh, good tap from Berri, but it finds Barmera Monash, and this Spilios that runs through traffic, gets a kick away, does Jack Austin up to half forward, but intercept mark from the Demons.
Yeah, nice mark taken there by Woolston, Isaac. Looks forward, drives it across the wing, looking for Brewer again. He's had a cracking game. I reckon his arms were chopped there, so yeah, that'll be a free kick to him. He was in the box seat. Circling around him goes... Here we go, Labastista out wide, but that ball's gone out of bounds right in front of the town entrance there. And Barmera get the kick back in off centre wing. So Berri will need to wrestle the ball back. Ball comes across to Fraser Douglas for Barmera. Looks up, finds Butterworth in the middle. Looks up and drives it forward. Finding Freeman. Plays on straight away onto the left foot, going forward.
Unable to mark it. Langford for the Demons got in there. Can the Roos? They're still holding on to hope here. Watke now wheels around, kicks it back inboard. That wasn't 15 metres by any stretch. Barmera Monash still hanging on to this. Umpire says in the back.
Well, the umpire's inserted himself here. He said, well, even after the Barmera player got rid of it, I think Safralides took him to ground. So the free kick will go to Freeman, I think, Lockie.
Just seeing here, it might go to Bonnie.
Bonnie, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Bonnie,
number 17.
Look, this is probably what Berri can't afford to do, is give up easy goals into the breeze.
Saying that breeze has somewhat tapered off a little bit. I was about to say this before.
That's why you always go with it. That's why you bat first.
Kicks on the way.
Well, it's
behind, and it's a behind kind of day for the Roos.
Yeah, another point. That takes them to 3-10-28, trailing Berri 6-3-39. They're narrowing the margin down point by point, but they need to do it 6 points at a time, not one.
It's not the Berri Betta point of the day. It's the goal of the day. Kick out from the Demons. They take it wide, and they're going to run up the wing. They've got a little bit of space here. What can they... Oh, the Falcon. That was it. Hit Jordan Freeman right in the head, I reckon, there with the footy. He's back on it again, though. Doesn't seem to bother him. Now it's Butterworth. The Roos have managed to pick up the rebound after the Berri kick in. Inside their attacking 50. And there's Jake Smith. Got Bonnie in there as well. The Demons are diving on it. They're desperate. We'll get a ball up.
One thing's for certain, Junkyard Jake will make his presence felt no matter where he is on the ground. They've pushed him forward in this last quarter.
Ball up inside the attacking 50 for the Barmera Monash Roos, but it's the Demons. They centre the footy. It's a wild old kick. Can they make something out of this? There's Hawkins. The Roos managed to run onto this. Drugamulla has a kick on goal. It's coming back, but it's missed the lot.
Yeah, no score this time.
Tell you what, there's been some, might be some goal kicking reviews going on this week.
You'd say the Berri defence under siege here from Barmera Monash at the moment, who are looking to make this 11-point lead much, much less. Will it be like last week's game when Loxton North hit the front against Berri after Berri led all day, for Berri to take the lead back at the dying minutes?
Whoa, they all flew up there for the mark.
I would have thought the Barmera player was up a little bit early and probably and that was Jack Austin up too early for acceptances in Big Hunyard. He takes the ball, drives it up the middle. Danger, danger. Mark taken by Butterworth this time in the centre. Gee whiz, he's had a mountain of kicks and possessions. Yeah. Plays on, looks up.
Tries to centre the footy. Jack Austin read the crumbs off the back, bombs it long into the attacking 50. Wesley now off the ground. He's kicked another behind.
Starting to get some touches, Dan Wesley, in this second half, and he is the player. If they're going to win this game, both him and Watke have got to hit the scoreboard. They've got to hit the big white sticks.
Margin down to 10 on the Value Care scoreboard. It's still the Demons with the advantage.
Yep, and under siege here. They like I said, at three-quarter time, Lockie, when you're out and about, they probably need to kick 2 to win it, Berri. I don't think the winning score is on the board for them just yet.
They take the kick out, but it's been intercepted from Jack Austin.
Yeah, he's starting to come into it too.
Centres the footy inside the 50. The Roos, can they take the mark? They've been paid.
That is a contender for the mark of the day.
That's Wilden.
Yeah, and he's had really not many touches today, but these small forwards for Barmera in Watke and Wilden and Wesley need to make their presence felt on the scoreboard. He did kick a point in the last quarter when he had a pretty reasonable opportunity. Hopefully this time he does what his team wants.
Kicking from 35 out, pretty much straight in front. It hasn't made the distance. It's been spoiled over for a behind.
Another point takes Barmera to 3:12:30, trailing Berri 6:3:39. A 9-point margin in favour of the D's with tons of time left in the game. 15 minutes of playing time.
It's the Demons with the kick out. They bomb it long up to centre wing, albeit.
Here he is again.
Butterworth. Couple of pick-up attempts. It's going to spill over the line. No, it's not. Stays inside for a ball up. That's a win for the Demons. They've held it out of the 50.
Yeah, what I have noticed this quarter, Lockie, is that Barmera getting players to the ball, almost like they're playing with 3 extras, but they're not. I've counted them up. Wellington about to come back onto the ground for Barmera Monash, but the ball's on the other side. We'll
get a ball in. We might have a score update in the Connectus 5RM Sideline View studio. Trev, what have you got?
Yeah, coming out in Loxton North, it's Loxton North 4-9-33 to Renmark's 8-6-54 at the moment. So it probably is a bit of a game on going on down there at the moment.
Close game at Panther Park. Another ball in, and that's just gone to deck. And tell you what, if it's windy and cold here at the lakeside, can you imagine what Panther Park would be this afternoon?
Yeah, well, there's some sunshine out here, even though you got that Cobby Zephyr blowing up.
Kick in now, out of the ball up into the attacking 50 of the Roos. No one able to take a clear possession. Tried to paddle it forward.
It was Watke trying to come out of the pack there. Ball coming out to Safralees. Tries to get on his boot, but can't get it clear of the pack.
Here's Langford. He tried to bomb it away, but it was smothered. Jack Austin got a soccer away. He's been done holding the ball.
Yeah, I think.
Bonnie.
Yeah, I think, back in the old days, that would have been a drop kick, but these days you can't do that when you tackle. Here's Rosenswide, goes around 2, drives it up the middle, looking for a teammate. This time Justin Bonnie chips in and takes the mark for Barmera Monash at half forward. Looks up, looks for his brother. He gets helped under the footy. The ball comes out.
Over the back to Wilden to Watke.
As predicted, Lockie, that both those players needed to score, and this time Watke comes through with a goal. Takes Barmera Monash to 4 goals, 12-36. Trailing Berri 6-3-39, a 3-point game.
I was going to say it before, but if the most direct route from Melbourne to Adelaide is via the Southeastern Freeway, the Barmera Monash Roos are taking the Great Ocean Road today because they are kicking a lot of behinds.
Yeah, they are. On comes Wellington, comes onto the ground, giving Freeman a rest, I reckon. And he goes straight forward. So they're sort of playing all their aces forward, looking to put the pressure on Berri. Also getting ready to warm up, Aidan Scordo and Cale Trussell warming up on the bench, ready for their turn. Back in the middle, the ball going up with Berri leading by 3 points only.
So Hinyardi and Austin. Good tap from Hinyardi, but no one from the Demons. Oh, they could. It was Brewer.
Yep.
Kick into the attacking 50 for the Demons.
Justin Bonnie cuts it out at half-back, takes the mark, looks up and gets Spilios about just 15 metres closer to goal.
Small kick, just over the painted 50.
Fraser Douglas with that one, turns around, runs out towards the town side. This time he goes high, and Ma holds his position for Berri, picks up, finds his teammate, sells the dummy. It's Brewer again, does the backflip, and finds Moroney. Now there's a play of the day.
he pops up.
What a bit of play there by Brewer. And to tell you what, Lockie, he has come high up into the rankings for BOG today.
The Murray Pioneer man of the match. Yeah. I was going to say Sam Butterworth for the Roos is always a contender.
Yeah, and he's right in amongst it too.
But I'm with you on that one. Brewer could be amongst it.
He sold the dummy, threw in the back turn, and then lace out to Moroney.
So a 45-degree angle, Rory Moroney kicking from 30 out.
Not the easiest place to kick for goal from.
Ball's on the way. He's happy.
Umpire doesn't move. And that's Moroney with his second goal today. And that is one of the goals I think Berri needed to kick to win this game. Takes them back out to a 9-point lead. 7-3-45 leading Barmera Monash 4-12-36. He is a young charger, Trevor.
He could be a hoops auto young charger this afternoon. Yeah, he's very much in the fold for that award.
Yeah, what a bit of play by Brewer, though, really. I mean, what a play. You know, absolutely great play. And he kept his head, too. And that's what Berri had to do. They couldn't just park the bus, Lockie. They've got to score goals to win this game. Out to a 9-point lead with 12 minutes left. It's still anyone's game.
Love it. This is why we do Game of the Day at 5RM for the Riverland Motor Group. Back in the centre. Good tap from Hanyardi. He's got some confidence. I'm loving this. The Barmera Monash Roos through Smith managed to pick up the crumbs. They wheel around quickly. Wilden, he was wrapped up before he had it. And that'll be a ball up.
Yeah, no, good call by the ump. And Wilden got to the footy, but he had Adam Langford for company, the two number 12s.
Now,
Butterworth again, this time onto his left foot. Shoots it out to the wing. Running onto it is Cohen Harris. Looks up on his left foot. Can't find a teammate. Although, nice tackle here, but a high tackle, unfortunately. And Barmera will take the free kick right on the 50-metre line, heading towards the Caravan Park end.
That's Mitch Wellington with the footy.
Yeah. Just come onto the ground to give him a little bit.
Gets a kick away. That hasn't made 15 metres. It's Wilden manages to pick it up. Handball's back to Wellington. Wellington kicks a bit longer this time. Looks for Austin, but it drops short.
Gee, I would have nearly paid that one to Rosenzweig.
Got a fair claim on it.
Yeah, but I reckon umpire Grummett, he's been consistent all day. You want to take a mark, you got to hang on to him.
He's old school. That's what we love at 5RM footy.
Yeah, I love it. And consistent as they come too.
It was that was Holtham that got the kick away back into the square. Spilios has a wobbly old soccer kick at goal, but it's a minor score.
Another point for Barmera Monash, takes them to 4-13-37, trailing Berri 7-3-45, an 8-point game. They need 2 goals to win it, and I reckon Berri need at least 1 to put it away.
Well, just short of 11 and a half minutes gone. Fourth quarter, Riverland footy on 5RM for the Riverland Motor Group. And the Alney Kia Carnival, that has arrived. Check it out, East Terrace, Loxton.
Ball going out towards Safralides, I reckon, at halfback, or is it Brewer again?
No, that's Brewer.
Gee whiz, is he getting the mountain of the footy as well? Very high up in my rating, Slocky.
Kicks down the line. Hanyardi and Moroney are there, but great pack mark from Justin Bonney for the Roos.
He's had a great game as well.
Gets it on quickly, but it's been intercepted. Now the Demons through Ma. Gets a handball out. Rem runs back onto it. What can the Demons do here? Ball's in the centre square. Now it's Butterworth.
Bonney again, is it? Butterworth?
All the time in the world. Kicks up to the top of the 50, but the Demons were home. And they'll take this one to the deck and we'll get a ball up.
Gee, they've got a few players behind the ball, Berri, but they still got 2 very dangerous forwards. They got Rory Moroney, but unfortunately for Berri, Justin Bonney loose across half-back's doing a fair bit of damage and starting to set up some attacks.
Yeah, Wellington didn't get too far out of that one. We'll go ball up again. I think this is number 3.
Chris Bonney having a rest and Jordan Freeman back on.
Oh, Butterworth out the back, got his hands on it and gave it a 9-iron kick. It flew up. Call air traffic control, but we'll get another ball up because no one was able to take a mark.
Jordan DeMott sneaking back on at half forward all on his own. No one coming back to him. He snuck out there. They just need to get it to him. And here comes the ball through the middle from Berri. If they can clear this pack, he's in the van here.
That's Regan Kruger through the middle.
And here's DeMott out in a bit of space.
Bombs it into the 50. It's a loose footy. Moroney tries to get onto it. Punch forward. That was Caddy. Now Minchella tries to get onto it. And Saxton Caddy, he ran a bit too fast for it. Gets a handball to Spilios. Gambia slow down things and finds Bonney in the middle. Barmera Monash go on the switch.
They've kept their head this time. Butterworth at half-back. They used the ball pretty well under pressure, Barmera. To Wellington. Can't get it out. Yes, he can. To Watke. Watke handball again to Drugamullah. Shoots it out to Junkyard Jake Smith. Looks up, looks for an option. Can't find anyone. Ball comes across. Quick handball again from Barmera looking for a teammate. This time it shoots out even wider to Dane Austin. And he finds, I reckon that might be Jack Albrick, is it?
Yeah, it was Aiden Scordo in there as well, and that has found Matty Wilden.
Matty Wilden, who's been lively this quarter but needs to put it on the scoreboard.
Deciding what he's going to do here. He's got the footy about 45 out.
Looks short.
Oh, looks fine.
Spilios. He's starting to get forward onto his natural left foot.
Plays on and
turns it over straight down the throat of Alan Langford, who takes the mark for Berri. Deep in defence with a chance to relieve here. Shoots it across. Finds Shea Hawkins, I reckon, in the back pocket.
He's got 14 and a half minutes gone, fourth quarter.
Yeah, 8 minutes to go in the game time.
Ball flies up.
Lovely mark by
great
Wellington.
Mark.
Yeah, nice pack mark by Wellington. We'll get a mention on the podium for the mark of the day.
Handball's off quickly without really getting up off the deck. Finds Bonnie. Now it's got Druggermuller at the top of the 50 almost. Had to wheel back the other way. Finds Butterworth. Marks paid. Short 15 metres it was.
Lovely
kicks
kick
into the 50. Not able to mark it. And that is
Wellington, I reckon, was it?
Back. Yep. So it's Freeman with the free.
Freeman just come on to replace Chris Bonney, gone straight into the forward lines and making his presence felt. Getting ready to come on is Sam Vanderwood and Dan Wesley. These young fast players are the ones they need to hit the ground and pick up this ball and put the pressure on Berri.
So Freeman had his kick, but it went to a pack that went nowhere. Wobbling to the boundary line it goes, and they've taken it over. That was Evan Penaluna. Some smart footy from the Demons in defence.
You'd say Berri defended pretty well, but they're still only hanging on to an 8-point lead here with 7 minutes to go in the game. Plenty of time.
Wobbly old kick inside 50. That's gone out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, Jake Smith admonishing his teammates, saying, I'm there all on my own. What about the handball? But anyway, the player was under pressure. Here they come across ground again to the defensive side, looking for Mitch Folds, and he takes the mark at half-back for Berri on this defensive side of the ground.
So Mitch Folds now still inside the defensive 50.
Hawkins up ground, so he's taking his time. Shoots it over, chips it over, this time finds Penaluna. Play on, didn't go 15. Taken to the ground, and that'll be holding the ball. Barmera playing advantage, Jake Smith through on his left foot. But clears the pack for another behind, takes Barmera to 4-14-38, trailing Berri 7-3-45, a 7-point game. They still need 2 goals.
If they're taking the scenic route, they're stopping at every bakery on the way as well now.
For pasty and sauce, I reckon. Whoa, up they go. Out the back it comes.
It was Kruger on the ground. The Demons a little toe poke forward. Can they run onto something? They can't, and it'll be a ball up.
You can see what Berri are trying to do here. Just get the ball out and get a bit of pace on it and run it on. Coming back on, Dan Wesley for Aiden Scordo. And Sam Vanderwood about to come on and replace a teammate.
It's Dane Austin.
Dane Austin.
Coming off there,
yep. So plenty of pressure on the footy at the moment. You can't help but wonder what might happen if Barmera should be able to urge themselves back into lead.
So a ball up, 70 out from the Roos goal. Another ball up we'll have.
Yep, just over 5 minutes to game time, so plenty of time for both teams to win this game. 7
points the margin.
Out comes Hunyadi again, gets it on the boot. What a great effort's been from the big fella. Yeah, clever play there from Berri player. Not taking possession of it, just moving it along, and that was... I reckon that was Maroney again, wasn't it?
Minchella.
No, Minchella's got it, but it was Mitch Folds it was. He plays many years above his age, Mitch. Clever footballer.
So it went out of bounds, and it did. That was the right. Yeah. That was the good call of the day.
Good call.
Yeah, that was the good call.
Umpire never inserted himself. He just let it go. Mar up, gets a hand on the ball. Out comes to Druggermuller. He's had a great last quarter trying to will his team ahead. Kicks it on. Freeman taking the mark for Barmera. Looks up. Goes for Smith on the lead. Couldn't get his hands on it. Berri player reaching around and spoiling it, and that'll be a ball up.
Ball up inside.
Holding the ball.
Okay, righto.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Jake Smith that takes the free. Handballs quickly to Wilden. Wilden goes around one. Has to backpedal back to Smith. Smith dropped it. The ball's gone wide to Druggermuller. Druggermuller tackled. He got a kick away to the square. And I reckon the Demons, through Jordan Marr, are going to clear this one out. And that is another wasted opportunity for the Barmera Monash Roos.
Wonderful kick there by Murray. Looked up out wide, checked his kick, and then came back in the middle to find to find Regan Kruger.
I don't know. I reckon Jordan Mark could be Hoop Sorter Young Charger of the day.
He's playing all right, isn't he? Out to Ben Rosenswag, takes the mark at half back for Berri. Oh, he's gone down with the old. Is it the fake cramp or a real one?
What was the cricket side at the T20 World Cup that did a few of those?
Oh.
Was it the USA or Afghanistan?
No, I think it was Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Didn't the guy at first slip hold his hamstring and then bowl the last over?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, here we go, coming into the middle. Both two Berri players fly. Out it comes to Barmera. Drugamullah again pushing the ball forward, but a massive Berri players here. Handball comes out to Shea. Hawkins looks up, gets it on the boot.
Dion Brewer.
Brewer gets hands on it. Did he just cut it? Yes, he did. That'll be a throw in.
That was a crucial hand on that one.
Yep, 3.5 minutes left. Berri leading by 7 points. So Barmera needing 2 scores to draw it.
Tell you what, this could be...
And 2 scores to win it, if they're both goals.
It's not quite the grand final, but it's got the pressure of...
Yeah, here we go. The ball comes out, chasing after it. Is it Jamis?
Spilios.
He's had a fair last quarter to go with the first quarter, but, you know, he needed a few helpers.
We'll get a ball in.
I would think the
Lakeside wing.
The next goal is the crucial goal. If Berri get it, they win. If Barmera get it, they could win.
We'll get another ball up. Bree's still playing a bit of havoc out there today.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left, Lockie. I'm watching.
I've got you got your eye on the clock.
Yeah, I have.
Ball in, good one. Tap forward. It was Butterworth. They got
again.
the booming kick into the attacking 50 for the Roos. Tackled. They didn't get too far.
Yeah, look, that was a really good play there by Isaac Woolston. He spoiled the mark, and then he got to the ball off the pack and wrapped up his opponent.
It's a ball up quickly. No one went through it. Butterworth picked it up, crumbs off the deck. That's holding the ball. No, it's not.
Oh, gee, he took 2 steps, took him on. Oh, I don't know. I think last 2 minutes, I don't think the ump wants to insert himself in this.
Yeah, tap from Bonnie. Back inboard. It's now Wilden tried to read the wrong one, but he got the doozer instead. Now it's the Demons that try to work this one out. It's on the deck. Got another ball up.
Once again, I reckon that's Kruger in hard over the footy, one of the long sleeve brigade.
It's the Berri Demons by 7.
No, it was Minchella. And he's got it again. Another good tackle by Minchella. He's holding the ball up.
21 minutes gone, fourth quarter.
Less than 2 minutes to play, and they need 2 goals to win or a goal and a point to draw it. Here we go.
Demons.
Through comes, this will be Hawkins this time, is it?
I reckon that's Holtham.
He's had a pretty good game across half-back. Shoots it up towards forwards, and here he is. Maroney. Handball out to Greer. Up ground. Looking for Wilmot, but couldn't hold the mark. And that is Saxton Mitchell taking the mark at half-back. Shoots it across to Justin Bonney. Now he needs to go down the middle if they're going to win this game.
Greer got his hand in there, smothered. Oh, it's been paid.
Fraser Douglas with the free kick at half-back. Looks up, moves it straight on into the middle. Finds Ben Drugamullah. He's had a great last quarter, but can't quite get his team in front. Shoots her up to a man on his own. It's Sam Vanderwood. Looks out wide, but picks out a Berri opponent, which is Brett Rosenswag. Looks up.
And it's been marked, Brewer, and that's a 25-metre penalty. And I tell you what,
with 45 seconds to go and leading by 7 points, I think that's game over, Lockie. I'm going to call it.
It's a grand old flag.
I'm going to call it for back-to-back wins for the
team
Demons.
For me and you.
Here he goes, drives it hard into the forward line. Up goes, here comes Bastida, couldn't get hold of the footy. Out it goes out the back of the pack. Cale Trussell picks it up, relieves pressure out towards Chris Bonney, back on the ground. But he can't, there's not enough time left.
And
20 seconds.
Still inside the attacking 50 of the
Holding
Demons.
the ball. The Demons will get the last shot at goal after the siren, I reckon. 9 seconds to go. I'm counting them down for you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it is. A victory for the Berri Demons.
Tell you what. There is scenes of jubilation. The Berri Demons have gone back-to-back wins in season 2024, and that second win is the Fisher Cup.
Is this going to be another $50 voucher each for the bar?
Well, I might be going back to Berri HQ tonight. We're going to get a kick for another shot after the siren here for the Demons.
Yeah, it's Henry Labastida, I reckon, out there. And he's given it a fair ride, but only a behind. No, out in the full. So the final score will be Berri 7-3-45, defeating Barmera Monash 4-14-38, a 7-point victory to the Demons, who led all day.
What a massive game at the Lakeside. The young Demons are up and about. There's big things happening at Berri Town when it comes to footy. And I can't wait for the years ahead, that's for sure. We've got a bit of a presentation going on here at the Lakeside in a minute. We'll come back and find out all that. We'll go through our awards pretty soon as well. But Trevor Scott, you'll be celebrating for the next week again.
Very happy here back in the studio, Lachlan Winnell. I've got to say, very happy indeed. They deserve that. They fought that hard. Got a final score to come in from Murrayville 11-7-73 to Brownswell 7-9-51. BSR have beaten Wonka, but it wasn't an overall victory. 7-12-54 BSR to Wonka 5-6-36. So Wonka came back and gave them the best they could. So we'll come back with more very shortly at 5RM. Have defeated Loxton 2-10. Lachlan Winnell.
Thank you, Trevor Scott. It's been an epic day at the Lakeside. The Fisher Cup has been won by the Demons. The Berri side have come to the Lakeside and they have taken away the win. 7-3-45, defeating the home side, Barmera Monash 4-14-38. Nobby Norton, you're in the commentary box, and what a game it was.
Yeah, I'm in the central missionary position up here, Lockie, in the commentary box, and I'll give you the goal kickers for Berri. Rory Moroney with 2 goals. Regan Kruger with 2 goals. Oh, yes, I got my best players right, Lockie. He's just got the medal. Dion Brewer, who I had ranked best, but I'll get there in a minute. Other goal kickers for Berri, Safralides, Minchella, Callan Lloyd with singles. For Barmera, only 4 goals, but lots of points. Goals to Watke, Vanderwood, Freeman and Wesley. So all the better players I'll just run through. Better players for Berri, I had Rosenzweig, Minchella played well, Moroney for 2 goals played well, Regan Kruger played pretty well. I thought Andre Hunyadi and Ruck was good, Archie Holtham and Adam Langford were good, Dion Brewer of course, Henry Labastida was good, the captain Evan Penaluna, Mitch Folds. Isaac Wilson and Daniel Greer. So like it is with all teams, and Jordan Maher, and like it is with all teams that win, there's normally plenty of contributors. For Barmera, I thought Fraser Douglas was okay. Ben Drugamar did everything he could, as did Jake Smith. Jordan Freeman was good. Whitbourne had his moments. Spilios, a couple of good games. Butterworth, exceptional for them. And if I'm going to run through my 3 best players for you, because we know who's got the award here. My best player, third best player, I gave to Patrick Minchella. Second best to Sam Butterworth. And the best on ground I gave to Dion Brewer, who also won the medal for the best on ground here today. So I've got it written down here, Lockie, so I'm not cheating. And I thought they were pretty good. And it was he played a great game of footy, Dion Brewer, all over the ground and moved forward.
No, he certainly did, Nobby. I think goes without saying. And yes, I can confirm I did see those names on a bit of paper before we came back with these presentations. So the Berri side now, Adam Langford is saying a few words about the win today, and what a memorable Fisher Cup this has been. And now Coach Brenton Woolston just having a couple of words. He's got the cup in the hand and 2 wins for the year. You know, if nothing more happens this season, I think you could almost write it as a success after where the Berri Demons have been.
They're on a roll. I mean, we can't have predicted it. So, and once again, game of the day. This time they're getting home with an extra goal up their sleeve. Last week they knocked off Loxton North by a point. Today it's Barmera and Monash by 7 points. Some of our awards, Lockie, did you want me to run through a couple of them?
Yeah, let's run through. What have we got? The Hoops Auto Young Charger. They are your local ARB distributor and installer.
Gee whiz, there's many to choose from, Lockie, and just running through them, I thought Minchella, Moroney, Kruger, all good. Callan Lloyd kicked a goal. I thought Jordan Maher had his moments for Barmera and Monash. The young fella there. I thought, where was he? Aidan Lyon did a bit. Whitbourne was excellent for a couple of quarters. Vanderwood kicked a goal, had a bit of the footy. Who do you reckon we should give it to, Lockie?
For the young charger?
Labastida was good too.
Let's go Jordan Maher. I like his attack on the footy, and he was hard at it all day.
Yep, okay. And the other awards?
Yep, the mark of the day. What have we got?
Look, there wasn't many on a windy day like it was, but it happened in the first quarter, and it was Regan Kruger who took it. Not only did he take mark of the day, he took it right in front of us so we could see the whole thing, and over in the clubhouse side. So if you're going to take mark of the day, take it where all the crowd is, and he took the mark of the day.
I'll just see if I can get a player here, Nobby, for a chat, which is always a bit dangerous talking to footy players after a win, but you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to risk it to get the what the people want. So I'll just see if I can get.
What about Evan Penalino?
Yeah, we got. I'll just see who we can.
While you're finding someone,
you go through the other awards.
While you're finding someone, goal of the day also happened in the first quarter. It was Regan Kruger who did that snap onto his left foot down at the in the second quarter. Down at the in the first quarter into the breeze and kicked that one goal for Berri into the breeze, their first goal, and I thought that was a really good bit of play. Going through a few other things, I thought our hardest worker of the day, Lockie, I gave it to Andre Hunyadi in ruck. He rucked all day for Berri. You got someone down there?
I've got Hugo Krieger here. He just went out for a quick chat. Hugo, weren't able to play last week in the Demons' first win for a couple of years, but you got one today, the Fisher Cup. You must be pretty wrapped.
Yeah, the Fisher Cup's always a good one. Means so much to the footy club, and watching the boys get up last week, it cut deep, but I was so happy for them. And yeah, today we got the win. Dion played fantastic, best on ground, and yeah, great game. We've really come a long way this season, and I'm looking forward to next year as well.
Hey, Lockie, what about next year? I mean, you got 3 games to go. What's possible for the Demons? Let's talk this up, Hugo.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. We got a few others coming back, I think, next year, and get a few more wins on the trot this year, and I think it will do us good for next year. So yeah, good game.
Fantastic, mate. You better run because I think they're waving to you. You're probably going to miss the song, and you don't want to do that after missing last week. Cheers, Hugo.